Welcome back inside Fire Lake Arena here in Shawnee, Oklahoma. I'm Chris Cox, and tonight the Potawatomi Fire look to set the record for the longest win streak in TBL history and take down the Little Rock Lightning. For the Fire to get the win and make history tonight, it's going to start on the defensive end. The Fire, they're a good defensive team, but they want to be a great defensive team, and they want to take their play on that end of the floor up a notch as they enter this final stretch of the regular season. Little Rock, they can score, but they're also a bit of a streaky shooting team. So if the Fire can really keep the Lightning from getting open looks, and especially from getting to the rim, then they will have a good chance to win tonight's game. Next, the Fire, they need to rebound the ball well. Little Rock is active on the glass, and they are good at getting second chance opportunities. If the Fire can rebound well tonight, especially on the defensive end, they'll have an opportunity to slow down this Little Rock offense. Defensive rebounding is also going to be big for the Fire's offense because that'll allow the Fire to get out and run, and that's really where their offense has had the most success. And finally tonight, the Fire, they just need to stay focused and play their brand of basketball. Coach Danoff mentioned after Saturday's game and during the Coach's Corner that no team is under as much pressure as the Fire. They're undefeated. They're the defending champions. Everyone is out to get the Fire, and everyone is going to give the Fire their best effort on every single night. Now, so far, the Fire, they've been able to keep their composure and play their game. That's what's led them to a 15-0 record up to this point in the season. If they can do that tonight and throughout the rest of the season, then they could find themselves raising another lily. Although there's still plenty of time before that happens. Right now, Fire just need to stay focused on the opponent in front of them, and that is the Little Rock Lightning. And again, there's plenty to play for tonight. The Fire, most importantly, need a win tonight just to keep that cushion that they have over the Shreveport-Bossier Mavericks. But also a win tonight would be a piece of TBL history. The Fire would win their 16th consecutive game, and that would set the record for the most consecutive wins in a single season in TBL history. They currently are tied with the Enid Outlaws, who won 15 straight back in 2021 on their way to a TBL championship. We're just a few seconds away from the introductions here of the lineups and a few of the pregame festivities. So with that said, I'm going to go ahead and turn it over to Fire Lake Arena's in-house announcer, Justin Woolard. This is Potawatomi Fire basketball. Stay with us. We have the introductions coming right now.
To the best fans in all of TBL, we welcome you to Fire Lake Arena and tonight's matchup between the Little Rock Lightning and your reigning TBL champion, Potawatomi Fire. And now let's meet the starting lineups. First for the visiting Little Rock Lightning. Starting at guard, 6'2" from Champion Christian, number 1, Michaelin Hawkins. Also at guard, 5'10" from University of the Southwest, number 9, Aaron Castle. At forward, 6'6" from Central Baptist College, number 20, Braylon Steen. Also at forward, 6'7" from Central Baptist, number 22, Purcell Washington. And at forward, 6'6" from Howard Payne, number 34, James Helzer. The head coach for the Lightning, his first year at Little Rock, third in TBL, Brian Rousum. Assisted by Talia Stringfeld.
Rebound grab by Guy. Chuck goes back up, and there's a new Fire record as Chuck Guy has 50. After a record-setting performance last Saturday night, the Fire now look history square in the eye with a record win streak on the line. Tonight, a lightning storm from Little Rock makes its way into Shawnee, looking to strike and dash the Fire's hope of history in a flash. There's Guy with the steal, and Chuck Guy will go up and go down the jam. Now Chuck and the rest of the Fire look to withstand the storm and once again send Little Rock home with a loss and show that Fire burns hotter than lightning. And Ricky throws down the jam. Oh my! Tonight, in front of the best fans in TBL, it's Fire vs. Lightning. Live from Fire Lake Arena in Shawnee, Oklahoma, it's time for Fire basketball.
Yeah. get it poppin', lock and drop it, that birthday cake. Got a candle, need to blow that crazy flame away. I take my red, black card and my jewelry. Shawty is cool like the fire, cool like fire. Somebody call 911. Shawty fire burning on the dance floor. Ooh, oh.
Fire fans, let's welcome the Fire Girls and Mo, the Firewolf. Let's welcome your Potawatomi Fire! And now, fans, let's meet the Fire. At forward, 6'7", from Dillon, Louisiana, number 1, Myron McGowan. At forward, 6'6", from Wiley College, number 3, Ricky Artis II. At guard, 6'5", from CBC, number 5, Rustin Hayward. At guard, 6'2", from Ribbon College, number 6, Jalen Maho. At center, 6'10", from Lincoln, PA, number 13, Chris Brand. And at center, 6'8", from Baylor, number 15, DJ Maston. And now, let's meet the starting lineup. At guard, 6'4", from Harris-Stowe, number 0, Deshaun Munson. At forward, 6'8", from the University of New Mexico, number 2, Ja'Kai Simmons. At guard, 6 foot, from Tarleton State, number 4, Chuck Guy. At forward, 6'4", from East Central, number 8, KD Moore. And at forward, 6'7", from UCO, number 9, Isaiah Wade. Trainer for the Fire is Taylor Williams. Director of Basketball Ops and Assistant Coach Richard Stringfield. The best dressed coach in all of TBL, Emmanuel Tony, is Assistant Coach. And the head coach of the Fire, also the TBL 2023 Coach of the Year, Mark Denhoff.
Starting lineups out there for both teams. Again, for the Little Rock Lightning, Michaela Hawkins, Aaron Castle, Braylon Steen, Purcell Washington, and James Helzer. Head coach of the Lightning is Brian Russum. For the Fire, Deshaun Munson, Ja'Kai Simmons, Chuck Guy, KD Moore, and Isaiah Wade. Fire coached by Mark Danoff. Assistant coach for the Fire is Manny Tony and Richard Stringfield. And one of the assistants for the Little Rock Lightning is Talia Stringfield, which just so happens to be Richard's sister. So we got a little sibling rivalry here, and this one to go along with the rivalry that we have just between the Fire and the Lightning in general. Both teams out on the floor shaking hands. Fire, if you're watching on TBL TV, wearing their special pink out jerseys. They are pink along the left shoulder, or excuse me, pink along the right shoulder, and then they fade to purple across to the left. Little Rock is wearing their black jerseys tonight with green numbers, and they will have green trim as well. The tip is won by the Lightning. Lightning starting this game going right to left. The Fire are going left to right. Here is Castle with it. He'll go over now to Steen. Steen on the near side. He's going to try to work up to the top of the key. Correction, that was Hawkins with it. Hawkins was trying to go down low to Washington, and Washington couldn't handle the pass. It goes out of bounds. It'll be a turnover, and it will be Fire basketball. So Chuck Guy coming off that 55-point performance against Enid on Saturday, bringing the ball up the floor. Goes over to Moore, now down low to Wade. Wade out quickly to Munson. Munson, far side of the floor, out to Guy. He'll pull up, he'll fire a three. That one's short. Rebound is picked up by Washington. Washington hands off now to Castle. Castle brings it up near side of the floor. Castle along the wing, works to the top of the key and now goes into the corner for Steen. Down low to Washington. Washington double, back out to Castle. He'll fire a three. Castle's three is up and in. Little Rock on the year, not a good three-point shooting team, just 27.4%, but they're streaky, and if they get hot and if they get open, they'll knock down shots. Little Rock in his own defense. It's Wade with it in the far corner. Wade will go out to Guy. Guy inside to Moore. Moore back out to Wade. Wade a pump fake, will drive baseline. Wade lost it out of bounds. It was tipped out of bounds, and it will be Fire basketball with 7 on the shot clock. Little Rock's going to play a lot of zone defense, and they're doing that right now here to start this game. Guy inbounding, goes into Moore. KD will turn around, try to flip up the shot. Can't get it to go, but he is fouled. He'll go to the line to shoot 2 shots. Foul is on number 22, Purcell Washington. That is his first. Washington, the longest tenured Lightning player. He's tied with Jashawn Blackman, who's actually the TMO of the Little Rock Lightning. First free throw by Moore is up and good. Blackman not on the roster for tonight's game. He suffered a dislocated ankle a couple of weeks ago, and so he is out indefinitely. Second free throw for KD is up, and he knocks that one down as well. So KD makes both free throws, and the Fire bring it within 1, 3-2 the score. Here's Hawkins. Hawkins on the near side of the floor. Hawkins goes up top to Washington, over near side for Castle. Castle will try to drive baseline. He'll pull up, fire a long 2. That one's off the mark. Rebound batted around. Still tipped and grabbed by Simmons. Simmons looking to push. Simmons far side, guarded by Washington. Simmons goes over to Guy. Guy trying to find somewhere to go with it, gets it to Moore. KD will drive. KD will try to get inside, goes off the glass, and KD Moore is able to get it to go off the glass. 4 now for KD, and the Fire up by 1. 4-3 is the score. Here's Castle. Castle trying to find somewhere to go with it, gets it out to Steen at the top of the key. Steen guarded by Moore. Top of the key, dancing around. He'll pull up, he'll fire a long 2, and Steen's 2 is good. So Braylon Steen knocks down the 2, and now here's Guy quickly up the floor for the Fire. Chuck into the corner for Simmons. Simmons out to Guy. Over to Munson now. Munson will try to find a lane inside. Munson kicks it into the corner for Simmons. He'll fire a 3, and Jakai's 3 is in and out. Rebound is grabbed by Hawkins. Hawkins looking to push, gets it up to Helzer. Helzer looking to attack. Helzer goes inside. Helzer is going to be fouled, and that foul will be on the floor. Deshaun Munson called for the foul as he got Helzer on the arm. First foul on Munson, first team foul on the Fire. Hawkins inbounding. Hawkins gets it into Washington. Washington top of the key. Goes over now to Castle. Castle far wing up top for Helzer. Helzer will try to drive. He'll pull up. That shot's blocked by Wade and picked up by Simmons. Out and out a Guy, and Chuck looking to push. Little Rock back though on defense. Chuck inside to Wade. Wade backing down. Wade tripled. Gets it out to Munson, over to Guy, to Simmons, back to Guy, and now back to Munson on the near wing. There is Munson, guarded by Castle. Here's Guy, he'll fire a 3, and Chuck's 3 is good! So Chuck Guy with the fireball, and he puts the Fire up by 2, 7-5 the score, 9:10 to go here in this first quarter. It's Hawkins with it. Hawkins on the far wing. Hawkins trying to drive. He's cut off and will pull up, put up the long 2, no good. Rebound grabbed by Munson. Munson bringing the ball up the floor. Munson across half court. Munson gets it into the corner for Guy. He'll spot up. He'll fire another 3. That one's off the mark. Rebound tip grabbed by Helzer. Helzer looking to push. Helzer with numbers, and now he'll slow it down, kick it off to Steen. Steen will drive inside. Steen gets inside, lays it up, and lays it in. So Braylon Steen with the lay-in ties the game up at 7. 8:37 to go here in the first. It's Simmons with it, far wing, out to Munson. Munson swings it over to Guy. Chuck, near wing, out to Moore. KD to Simmons, back out to Guy, over to Moore. KD will fire a three, and KD's three is off the mark. But there's Isaiah Wade with the board, and Wade hits the deck. And the Fire trying to call a timeout. They do get the timeout. So we get the timeout as Isaiah Wade came down with the board, and we'll have a media timeout as well. With 8:17 to go here in the first quarter, Fire and Lightning tied at 7 apiece. This is Fire basketball here on the Potawatomi Fire Broadcast Network.
Our first quarter is brought to you by Lowe's Home Improvement. Start your weekend DIY projects now and get great prices every day, both online and in store. Visit your Shawnee Lowe's at 4817 North Kickapoo. Here's some great sponsors of the Fire in 2024. Shawnee Dry Cleaners, Avitas Foundation, Dr. Pepper, Solar Creations, Oklahoma Classics, and by Broadband. Sovereign Bank brings the lounge to every Fire home game here at Fire Lake Arena. State-of-the-art equipment and innovative techniques. Our team of experts are dedicated to providing you with exceptional heart and vascular care right here in Shawnee. Visit ssmhealth.com. SSM Health is tonight's game sponsor for our Peak Out game.
In 2005, Dr. Pepper sent 3 flavorists into a vault to perfect the impossible. Dr. Pepper Zero Sugar. Today, they finally emerged.
We did it!
23 flavors with 0 sugar.
What took so long?
The zero you deserve is finally here.
Here sponsored by SSM Health St. Anthony Hospital in Shawnee. SSM has been one of our big sponsors since the Fire have been playing basketball, and so we thank them for their sponsorship and their support. And we are lucky to be able to have these Pink Out games every year, sometime around Mother's Day. Mother's Day, of course, is this Sunday. So that's a reminder for all you guys out there and all you kids out there. If you haven't gotten your moms anything, you still got a couple days. Chuck Guy to inbound for the Fire right in front of the Little Rock bench as we get back to action. He gets it into Moore, who flips it right back to Chuck. Chuck trying to turn the corner and get over to the near side. He's guarded by Helzer, into the corner for Simmons. Simmons a pump back out to Guy. Fire with 3 on the shot clock. Chuck puts up the 3. That one's no good. Rebound is grabbed by Castle. Castle looking to push. Castle gets it out to Steen. Steen will go up. Steen will lay it up. Can't get the lay-in to go. Rebound grabbed by Simmons. And now out to Guy. Chuck will bring it up the floor. Goes over to Moore on the near wing. KD guarded by Helzer. Going cross court for Simmons. Simmons back up top for Guy. Over now to Moore. KD looking to attack. KD gets inside. KD's shot is blocked, but he's fouled. And he'll go to the line to shoot 2 shots. Foul is on number 1, Michaelan Hawkins. That's his first, team's second. KD back at the line, shooting 2 more free throws. KD's free throw is up, and that first free throw is good. Second free throw upcoming now for KD, and that one is up and in as well. 7:38 remaining here in the first quarter. Fire up by 2, 9-7 the score. Here's Castle. Castle, far side, goes to the top of the key. Now works it back over to the far wing. Down low for Steen. Steen guarded by Guy. Steen has it knocked away, and it's stolen by Moore. Out now to Guy. Here is Chuck pushing it up the floor. Chuck on the wing. Goes out to Moore. KD will try to drive. KD lost it, but Wade comes up with it. Goes right back to Guy. Now over to Munson, into the corner for Simmons. Simmons back out to Munson. Munson looking to see if he can attack. Munson gets inside, loses his footing, hits the deck, and now Castle in transition. Castle will go, Castle will take it, lay it up, and lays it in. Munson playing with a wrap on his right hand. He jammed his index finger. We'll see how that affects him here tonight. Here's Chuck inside to Munson. Munson back out to Guy, back out to KD, and KD will fire the 3, and KD Moore hits the fireball. So KD, I believe, with 9 points now as Munson gets another assist. Castle with it over to Steen. Steen, far wing. Goes inside for Helzer. Helzer will turn around, put up the jumper. That one's short. Rebound grabbed by Wade. Out and out to Guy. Chuck going back over to Munson. Munson looking to attack. Munson kicks it out to Moore. KD will try to get inside. KD will stop at the free throw line, put up the jumper. That one's no good. Rebound grabbed by Hawkins. Hawkins will bring it up the floor. Hawkins, far side. Hawkins trying to see if he can work inside. He's doubled, gets it out to Steen. Steen will fire a three. Steen's three is up and in. So Braylon Steen with the three, and we're tied at 12 apiece. Chuck inside to Munson. Munson will go up. Munson lays it up, and Deshaun Munson lays it in. Munson was just sitting right in the middle of the lane right there, and Little Rock just let him have it. As the Fire now lead by 2, 14-12. Here is Hawkins over to Castle. Castle will fire a three. Castle's three is up and in. That's now 3 open looks by Little Rock, and they've knocked him down. Again, Little Rock only shooting just over 27% from behind the three-point line, but they've been left open here in this game, and they've knocked him down. Here's Simmons inside for Munson. Munson to Guy, back over to Simmons. Simmons will fire a three now, and Jakai's three is no good. Rebound fought for, grabbed by Washington, out to Helzer. Helzer back to Washington. Washington had to go off his foot, goes right back to Helzer, out to Castle. Castle fires another three, and that three is in as well. So Aaron Castle with the three, and the Fire now down by 4. 18-14 the score. Here's Munson to Guy. Chuck on the wing, gets it back out to Munson. Far side, back over to Guy. Chuck inside to Simmons, into the corner now for Wade. Wade back out to Guy. Chuck will fire a three now, and Chuck's three is off the back of the rim, no good. Rebound tipped, grabbed by Hawkins. Hawkins up to Helzer. Helzer looking to push in a hurry, out to Castle. Castle guarded by Guy. Castle working around a screen. Now gets it over to Helzer on the far side. Down low for Steen. Steen will turn around, put up the jumper. And Steen's jumper is good. It's a 6-point Little Rock lead, 20-14. Ricky Artis II getting set to check in for the Fire at the next dead ball. Here is Munson with it, far wing for the Fire. Munson out to Simmons. Simmons back to Munson. Cross court now for Moore. KD gets inside, and KD lays it up, and KD lays it in. So KD now with 11, and the Fire down by 4, 20-16. Here's Castle. Castle, far side, working around a screen. Castle will pull up, fire a three. That one's in and out. Rebound grab by Simmons. Simmons out to Guy. Chuck looking to see if he can push. Chuck had to go off somebody's leg. He got it right back. And now inside for Simmons. Simmons will flip it up, and Jakai Simmons is able to flip it up and in. And with that, the Fire back within 2, and we have a timeout taken by Little Rock. 20-18 the score in favor of the Lightning. 3:43 to go here in the first quarter. It is a media timeout. I will take it as well. This is Fire basketball here on the Potawatomi Fire Broadcast Network.
So that first time out, charge it in. That one's going to be charged in. So those are our 2
This is a Missy L1 exclusive.
Let me work it. I put my thing down, flip it and reverse it. I put my thing down, flip it and reverse it.
A lot of them artists used to dance. Let's just have fun. It's hip hop. It's have fun.
Music make you lose control.
Welcome back inside Fire Lake Arena here in Shawnee, Oklahoma. If you're watching on TBL TV, you see the Fire Girls dancing along with Mo the Fire Wolf. Fire Girls, one of the best dance teams in TBL the past couple of years. In 2022, they were actually named the best dance team in TBL. Last year, they were the best dance team in the Central Conference. And again, got to think that they will likely be in the running for both of those honors again this year. The Fire Girls are co-directed this year by Honesty Parks at Dreamcatcher Studio and Bailey Hall. Getting back to action now, 3:43 remaining in this first quarter of play. The Fire lead by 2, trail by 2, 20-18. Little Rock Lightning leading this game right now as number 9, Aaron Castle, has 11 points to go along with a pair of rebounds for the Fire. Katie Moore, 11 points to go along with a pair of rebounds as well. Ricky Artis II, TJ Maston into the game for the Fire. They're joined on the floor by Chuck Guy, Katie Moore, and Isaiah Wade. Here is Castle going over far side now for, I believe that's Clifton. Clifton out to Johnson, who's checked in. Now back to Castle. Castle Out to Hall. Hall fires a long two. That one's off the mark. Rebound batted around. Still tipped around. Grabbed by Maston. Maston out quickly to KD, and KD will lay it up and lay it in. Fire going with a big lineup here, by the way, with TJ Maston, Isaiah Wade, and Ricky Artis all on the floor together. I think that's the first time that we've seen this lineup for the Fire. Here's Castle, top of the key. Going over far side now for Clifton. Clifton's long two is up, and Clifton rattles that one in. Here's Moore, near wing. KD up top for Artis. Ricky out to Guy. Chuck trying to look inside. His pass was deflected, and it will be stolen by Steen. Steen pushing it up the floor. Steen trying to get inside. Steen flips it up, can't get it to go. Rebound grab by Artis. Artis trying to get some separation, gets it over to Guy, and Chuck will push it up the floor out to Wade. Wade will stop. He'll fire a three from the wing, and Isaiah Wade with the fireball. So Wade with the fireball. Chuck Guy with the assist, and the Fire back up by one, 23-22. Here's Castle working around a screen, gets it down low for Hall. That pass is deflected, stolen by Wade. Wade looking to push, gets it over to Guy. Chuck far side of the floor. Chuck will drive, Chuck will attack. Kick it back out to Wade. He'll fire another three, and Isaiah's three off the mark. Rebound grabbed by Clifton. Clifton hands off now for Johnson. Johnson trying to push the tempo. Johnson trying to get inside. Johnson shovels down low for Clifton. That one's no good, and we have a foul here before the putback attempt, I believe. We'll see if they say this is a shooting foul. Foul is on number 9, Isaiah Wade. It will be a shooting foul, so 2 shots upcoming. And it will be number 20, Braylon Steen at the line, shooting 2. Steen, a 71.4% free throw shooter. He's played 5 games this year. He's averaging 20.4 points per game, so he's been very effective in the last 5 games, which, by the way, his first game came against the Fire back on the 19th of April. First free throw for Steen, rattles in. Into the game for Little Rock now, number 15, Jalen Adams. This is his 3rd game. Second free throw for Steen upcoming. And Steen's second free throw is up, and he rattles that one in as well. So Steen makes both. Fire back down by 1, 24-23. Guy with it, top of the key. Little Rock back in that zone defense. Back up top for Guy, over to Moore. KD looking to attack. KD out to Guy. Chuck trying to find somewhere to go with it. Gets it to Artis. Artis into the corner for Wade. Wade will try to drive baseline. Wade gets inside, lays it up, and Isaiah can't finish. Oh, but they're going to call a charge here on Isaiah Wade. Wade called for the offensive foul. Coach Danoff was arguing that the Little Rock defender was in the restricted area. As Rustin Hayward gets set to check into the game for the Fire, I'm guessing Wade with those 2 fouls will take a seat. Here is Hall. Hall working on Maston. Hall will spin, has it knocked away out of bounds. It'll stay with Little Rock as Hayward does check in now. Isaiah Wade will take a seat. For the Lightning, Braylon Steen sits down as number 33, Justin Pyle, checks in. Inbound pass goes to Johnson. Johnson far wing, guarded by Guy. Johnson working around a screen. Johnson looking to attack. He'll pull up, fire a long 2, and Johnson's 2 is good. Little Rock back up by 3, 23-26, 1:10 to go here in the first quarter. Chuck trying to float it inside. That pass deflected as TJ got hit in the head right there. Foul is on number 30, Jamal Clifton. That's his first. Artis to inbound for the Fire. Gets it into Guy. Over now to Hayward, back up top for Guy. Chuck trying to lob it in for Maston again. Maston comes down with it, lays it up. Cannot get the lay-in to go, but he got the tip, and it goes out to Moore. Now to Artis. Artis into the corner for Hayward. Back out to Moore. KD will fire a 3 from the wing, and KD Moore rattles in another fireball. 16 now for KD in this first quarter. And the Fire are tied at 26 apiece with the Lightning. Here is Adams. Adams looking to drive. Kicks it out to Johnson now. Johnson almost lost it, but he got it right back. Johnson, top of the key, guarded by Guy. Will work over to the far side. Johnson into the corner now for Pyle. Pyle fires a corner 3. That one's no good. Rebound grab by Hayward. Hayward looking to push it up the floor. Over now to Guy. Guy back up top for Hayward. He'll fire a straightaway 3, and Rustin's 3 way off the mark. Rebound grab by Clifton. Clifton out now to Johnson, and Johnson can hold for the final shot, which it looks like he will do. Johnson will work around a screen, trying to see if he can get inside. He does. Johnson puts up the shot, can't get it to go. Rebound grab by Hayward. Out to Guy. Chuck will put up the shot at the buzzer, and that one is off the mark. And that is how the first quarter will end. At the end of one, the Fire and Lightning are tied at 26 apiece. I'm going to take a break. When I come back, I'll have the second quarter for you. This is Fire Basketball here on the Potawatomi Fire Broadcast Network.
All right, fans, welcome back to the court, the Fire Girls.
Get sideways in that George Strait, keep backing up that tailgate. Trucker hat, 100 proof. Guys like me like girls that look like you. Girls, every bottom blue. Girl, every shade of blue. Jeans look mean with a body like that. Whoa, girl, something through and through. Girl, do what you do. Girl, guys like me like girls that look like you. Girl. So the way you walk is suggestive. Strip mall town, impressive. Girl, I hate to see you go, but I love to watch you exit. All flames where you cooking at that barbecue.
Let's hear it for the Fire Girls, brought to you by Make First and Make First Insurance. Shiny Dry Cleaners and Linen brings you the second quarter of Fire Basketball. Shiny Dry Cleaners and Linen is family owned and operated. Open 7 a.m. to 6 p.m. Monday through Friday and 8 a.m. to 2 p.m. on Saturday. Located at 704 East Independence. Potawatomi Fire and SSM Health would like to invite all breast cancer survivors to come down to the court at the end of this quarter or the second quarter to be recognized during our pink out halftime.
Welcome back inside Fire Lake Arena here in Shawnee, Oklahoma. I'm Chris Cox as we get set to start this second quarter of play. Fire and Lightning tied at 26 apiece. The Fire looking for their 16th consecutive win, and that would break and set a new TBL record. Fire currently tied with the Enid Outlaws with the longest win streak in TBL history at 15 games. Leading the way for the Fire in that first quarter of play, Katie Moore, 16 points, 2 rebounds as well. One interesting thing of note in that first quarter, the Fire took a ton of threes, 4 of 13 from 3 in that first quarter. Little Rock, they also hit 4 threes, but they were 4 of 6, so much more efficient in their shooting from 3 than the Fire were. Now, the Fire did get to the free throw line 4 times, so they knocked down all 4 of those free throws. It will be Fire basketball as we get set to start this second quarter, and on the floor, it's Chuck Guy, Ricky Artis, Rustin Hayward, TJ Maston, and Katie Moore. On the floor for Little Rock, it looks like you have Jalen Adams, Jamal Clifton, Justin Pyle, Purcell Washington back into the game, Tawan Johnson, and I think that's it. I think I listed, and number 15, Jalen Adams. I think I got all 5 of the Lightning players out there. Back to action now, and it will be Fire basketball. Here is Chuck with it. Chuck into the corner now for Moore. Katie was trying to get it to Artis, who started to cut to the basket and then stopped. It was stolen by Little Rock. And here is a 3 by Adams. His 3 off the mark. Rebound grabbed by Pyle. Pyle puts up, can't get it to go. Rebound grab by Moore. Katie out to Guy, and Guy will go cross court now for Artis. Artis, a little jab step, will drive inside, goes up, can't get it to go. A lot of contact. Ricky looking for a foul, no whistle. Rebound grab by Adams. Adams looking to push. Adams, far side, now up top for Johnson. Johnson will back out. Purcell Washington for Little Rock limping a little bit. Here is Johnson. Gets it out to Washington. Washington. And we have a 3-second violation called on the Fire.
Defensive 3 seconds in a lane call.
So a 3-second violation called on the Fire.
Jalen Adams.
Jalen Adams will shoot the free throw for Little Rock. Free throw for Adams is up and good. Little Rock basketball right now. They'll inbound right in front of the Fire bench. Adams inbounding. Adams gets it into Johnson. Johnson now goes over to Pyle. Pyle looking to drive. Kicks it out to Clifton instead. Clifton, he'll work inside. Clifton bumped, and that'll be a charge on Jamal Clifton. So second foul on Clifton.
Offensive foul called on the Lightning, number 30, Jamal Clifton, his second personal.
That is his second. Not a team foul, though, being an offensive foul. Here's Guy, top of the key, over to Moore. KD back up top for Guy. Over to Hayward. Hayward drives far side, kicks it out to Guy, over to Moore. KD will fire another three, and KD's three is in and out. Rebound grabbed by Johnson. Johnson looking to bring it up the floor. Johnson will attack. Johnson will try to get inside. Johnson goes up. Can't get it to go. Rebound grabbed by Washington, and Washington lays it up and lays it in. Chuck Guy upset that there wasn't a charge. Guy with it. He'll float it over to Hayward on the near side. Hayward back up top for Guy. Chuck with 10 on the shot clock. He'll pull up. He'll fire a three. And Chuck Guy hits the straightaway three. And we are tied at 29 apiece. 10-10 to go here in this second quarter. And now we have a stoppage in play as the ball rolled away. And here's Castle bringing it up the floor. Or excuse me, that's Johnson bringing it up the floor. Johnson looking to drive, cut off. Kicks it out now to Adams. Adams near side. He'll step back. He'll fire a long chew, and Adams' long chew no good. Rebound grab by Maston. Out to Hayward and now to Guy. Chuck will float it over to Ricky. Back up top for Guy, and Chuck will fire another three, and Chuck Guy! Back-to-back fireballs! And the Fire up by three, 32-29 the score. Thought I just heard a whistle, but it must not have been a whistle from an official. Here's Hayward. Hayward has it knocked away. It's stolen by Maston. Out to Hayward. Hayward goes up, and Rustin Hayward lays it up and lays it in, and now we have a timeout taken by Little Rock as the Fire have now gone up by 5, 34-29, 9:27 to go here in this second quarter. I'll take a timeout as well. This is Fire Basketball here on the Potawatomi Fire Broadcast Network.
Fire Lake Casino, Fire Lake Discount Foods, and Dr. Justin Phillips, and the Central Oklahoma.
Greetings from Vive Country, your new crazy fast neighbor, now in 16 states. We're thrilled to be your home and business internet, phone, and TV provider. From cutting-edge technology to excuse-free customer service, we're committed to our local communities. We've been working non-stop upgrading and enhancing our fiber-based network that delivers speeds up to 5 gig internet. We believe in faster speeds, community involvement, and 100% customer satisfaction. Join Vive Country today at vivebroadband.com.
Welcome back inside Fire Lake Arena here in Shawnee. I'm Chris Cox. 9:27 to go here in the second quarter of play. Fire right now up by 5. 34-29 is the score. Fire right now being led by a couple of guys. KD Moore, 16 points already, had all 16 in that first quarter. And then Chuck Guy has scored 6 quick points for the Fire. He now has 9 to go along with 4 assists. KD, by the way, those 16 points, also has a couple of steals and a couple of rebounds. Out of the timeout, it will be the same 5 on the floor for the Fire. Chuck Guy, KD Moore, Ricky Artis, TJ Maston, Rustin Hayward. Little Rock sticking with their same 5 as well. Tawan Johnson, Purcell Washington, Jalen Adams, Jamal Clifton, and Justin Pyle. Here's Johnson. Johnson, far side of the floor, works around a screen. Johnson up top now for Clifton. Clifton will back it out. Now Clifton will set up the offense. Clifton looking to drive. Clifton attacking. Clifton goes up. Can't get it to go. Rebound grab by Hayward. And then Hayward gets it to Guy. Chuck bringing it up the floor. Top of the key goes over to Hayward. Now to Moore. Moore far side. KD kicks it back out to Hayward. Hayward trying to drive again. Hayward gets inside. Puts up the shot. Can't get it to go. Rebound grab by Washington. And then he's hit by Hayward. And that'll be a foul on Rustin. His first, team's first as well. 8:51 to go here in this second quarter. Fire lead by 5, 34-29.
Defense. Defense.
It's Johnson with it. Johnson far side, guarded by Guy, working around a screen, gets to the top of the key and goes to Pyle. Inside now, trying to see who that is with it, flips it up, can't get it to go. Rebound grabbed by Clift, or that was Pyle with it, and it's now Artis for the Fire. Artis inside to Hayward. Hayward a couple pump fakes. Hayward goes up. Hayward has a block, got it back, puts it back up, but he's going to be fouled, and he'll go to the line to shoot 2 shots. Foul on number 30, Jamal Clifton.
Number 30, Jamal Clifton, his third personal.
That's his third.
Team foul number 1.
KD Moore shaking up. I don't know if he got hit below the belt or what, but he's hunched over right now.
Rustin Hayward at the line, shooting 2.
As KD's leaning down now. First free throw by Hayward, up and in.
For the Lightning, number 9, Aaron Castle. And number 20,
Aaron Castle, Braylon Steen into the game for Little Rock. Ja'Kai Simmons into the game for the Fire.
Ja'Kai Simmons, number 2, in for the Fire.
KD's on the floor in a lot of pain. Free throw by Hayward is up and knocks that one down as well. So Ruston makes both. Fire extend their lead out to 7, 36-29. Johnson with it. Johnson on the far wing. Johnson will step back. Thought about the 3, goes to Washington. Back to Johnson. Johnson goes up. He is fouled. He'll go to the line to shoot 2. Foul on number 15, TJ Maston. That is his first.
Team foul number 2.
Team's second. Johnson at the line, shooting 2. First free throw is up and knocks it down.
Juwan Johnson at the line.
Second free throw upcoming now for Johnson. And Johnson's second free throw up and in as well. So Johnson makes both. Back to a 5-point Fire lead. Here's Guy. Cross half court. Little Rock back in that zone defense. To Simmons now, far wing. Simmons trying to look inside, gets it to Maston. Maston will go up. Maston misses the lay and got his own rebound and put it back up and in. So TJ puts the Fire up by 7, 38-31. Here's Johnson. Johnson working around a screen, top of the key. Johnson trying to get inside. Out now to Adams, and Adams stepped out of bounds. It will be Fire basketball. Sub into the game for Little Rock as Gerald Dixon checks in. Here is Guy. Goes over to Hayward. Hayward back up top for Guy. Chuck over to Simmons now. Simmons inside for Maston. Maston doubled out to Guy. He'll fire another 3, and Chuck Guy with his third 3 of the night. Correction, 4th 3 of the night. He now has 12, and the Fire up by 10. Here's Castle. Castle far side, guarded by Guy. Into the corner now for Adams. Down low for Steen. Steen will pump. Steen will put up the shot. No good. Rebound grab by Simmons. Out to Chuck. Chuck has it poked away, but he's fouled. Foul is on number 9, Aaron Castle. That is his first.
Aaron Castle, his first personal. Team foul number 2.
That's the team's second. Under 7 to go here in this second quarter. Fire up by 10. 41-31 is the score. Guy bringing it up the floor. Chuck going over now to Hayward. Back up top for Guy. He'll fire a long 3, and Chuck's 3's off the mark. Rebound, though, grabbed by Maston. Maston spinning. Maston going up, and TJ Maston laying it up and in. So Maston with the nice offensive board and putback. And the Fire up by 12, largest lead of the game. Castle far side, guarded by Guy. Castle now working to the top of the key, trying to drive inside. He's cut off. Has it knocked away, stolen by Guy. Here is Chuck. Gets it out to Hayward, and Hayward will go up, and Hayward will throw down the easy slam. And a timeout taken by the Lightning as the Fire have extended their lead out now to 14. 45-31, 6:22 remaining here in this second quarter. This is Fire basketball on the Potawatomi Fire Broadcast Network.
Fire fans, it's time for the Fire Fan Cam, brought to you again this year by Jennifer Stevenson, Berkshire Hathaway Home Services, and Benchmark Realty. You know what to do. You can see those moves.
To be unhappy, young man. There's a place you can go. I said, young man. When you're short on your dough, you can stay there. And I'm sure you will find many ways to have a good time. It's fun to stay at the YMCA. It's fun to stay at the
Welcome back inside Fire Lake Arena here in Shawnee, Oklahoma. I'm Chris Cox. If you're watching on TBL TV, you see the Fire fans doing the YMCA. It's the Fire Fan Cam presented by Jennifer Stevenson at Berkshire Hathaway. I did get a little update on the injury to Katie Moore. He was shaken up, and according to Fire Assistant Richard Stringfield, it is he tweaked his groin. We don't have an official ruling on what's going on yet, and if he's going to be available to come back or what, but it is a groin injury for Katie Moore right now. 6:22 remaining here in this second quarter, getting back to action now. And it's Chuck Guy, Ricky Yardis, Ja'Kai Simmons, Rustin Hayward, TJ Maston on the floor for the Fire. For Little Rock, it'll be Aaron Castle, Twan Johnson, Purcell Washington, Braylon Steen, and Gerald Dixon. And now we have to reset things here, as I think the shot clock started before the ball was touched. And now they're getting clock set as well. They put 24 back on the shot clock. They need to put 4 more seconds here on the game clock. And they do. And now Little Rock will again roll it in, as Johnson will just let it roll in front of him. And now he'll pick it up. Here's Johnson. Johnson out to Castle, far side of the floor. Castle guarded by Guy. Castle dancing around. Castle trying to get inside. Castle fades away, blocked by Guy. Maston comes up with the rebound, now back over to Chuck. Chuck will float it up to Hayward, and Hayward brings it across half court for the Fire. Hayward near side. Hands back off to Guy. Lightning in man-to-man defense. Here's Maston spinning baseline. Maston goes up, can't get it to go. He's fouled, and he'll go to the line to shoot 2 shots. A late whistle, but they're going to say Maston was hit on the arm. Actually, correction, they're saying he was pushed. Foul is on number 20, Braylon Steen. That is his first, team's third. TJ at the line, shooting 2. TJ on the season, 78.3% from the free throw line. First free throw for TJ is up, and he knocks it down. And Kalen Hawkins into the game for Little Rock, as Dixon will take a seat. Second free throw upcoming now for TJ, and TJ's second free throw's off the front of the rim, but he gets his own rebound, flips it up, can't get it to go. Rebound fought for, grabbed by Washington. Washington floating it down the floor to Castle. Castle inside to Steen. Steen goes up. Steen is able to get it to go. So Steen able to get the shot to fall. Fire lead is 13 now, 46-33. Hayward with it. Hayward trying to get inside. Hayward shovels down low to Maston. He'll put up the baseline jumper, and TJ's jumper no good. Rebound grab by Hayward. Hayward fighting. Hayward scoops it up, and Rustin Hayward is able to get it to go. Castle bringing it up the floor. Far side. Castle doubled. Castle gets it out to Steen. Steen top of the key, inside to Washington. Out now to Hawkins and over to Johnson. Johnson will drive. Johnson cut off, gets it out to Washington. Washington will step back at the free throw line. In and out, no good. Rebound grab by Hawkins. Hawkins goes up with it, and Hawkins is able to get it to go. So McKalen Hawkins with the bucket. Deshaun Munson set to check back in for the Fire. Here's Hayward out to Artis, now over to Guy. Chuck far side will work around a screen. Chuck trying to see if he can drive, gets it inside for Artis, and Artis will be fouled. Foul is on number 1, Michaelan Hawkins. That is his first. It's the team's 4th. And Munson should be checking in for the Fire after that foul. We gotta wait for the official to give the okay for Munson to check in. There we go.
In for the Fire, number 0.
As Munson checks in, trying to see who's sitting down right now. I think it'll be Artis sitting down. So it's Guy, Maston, Hayward, Munson, Simmons. Here's Maston with it. Maston low block, far side of the floor. Maston doubled now. Maston gets it to Hayward. Hayward dumps it down low for Simmons, and Simmons throws down the easy jam. Hayward with the assist, and the Fire lead by 15. Here is Johnson. Johnson will step out. Now he'll step back into the corner now for Hawkins. Hawkins up top for Castle. Castle back over to Johnson. Johnson will fire a long 3. That one's off the mark. Rebound grab by Munson. Munson will float it up to Hayward. Hayward near side of the floor. Hayward working on Washington. Hayward trying to get inside. Hayward lays it up, and Rustin Hayward lays it up and lays it in. If I'm not mistaken, Rustin Hayward and Purcell Washington were both at Central Baptist together. Now we have a foul, and it's an offensive foul here on Purcell Washington. As Rustin Hayward did a good job just getting right in the path of Washington and just taking that charge. James Helzer into the game for the Lightning, and Isaiah Wade back into the game for the Fire. Here's Hayward. Hayward trying to drive. Hayward had it knocked away out of bounds. It will stay with the Fire. Guy to inbound on the baseline. Here's Guy. Guy will put up the 3, and Chuck Guy score the basket and the foul as he'll go to the line for a 4-point play. Oh my. Foul is on number 9, Aaron Castle. That is his second. And Chuck is letting the Little Rock bench hear it as Guy will go to the line to shoot 1 free throw for the 4-point play. Brian Rowsome not happy with the call. He was saying Chuck Guy kicked out his leg, but it should be an offensive foul. Free throw for Chuck is good, and that's a 4-point play for Chuck Guy. He's now hit 5 threes here on the night. He's had 13 threes in the last game and a half. Here is Hawkins out to Washington. Washington up top for Castle. Castle dancing around. Castle into the corner. Near side of the floor, working on Munson. Castle trying to get inside. Does get inside and flips it up and flips it in. Fire up by 19, 56-37. 3:10 to go here in the second. Here's Chuck on the far side. Chuck will pull up. He'll fire a 3, and Chuck's 3 is off the mark. Rebound grab by Wade. Wade to Hayward. Hayward gets inside. Hayward lost it. Ball batted around, and it's picked up by Castle. Castle looking to push in transition. Castle into the corner for Hawkins. Hawkins back out to Castle. Castle top of the key. Castle spinning. Castle out and out of Steen. Steen will fire a straightaway 3. That one's off the mark. Rebound tipped. And we're going to have a foul here on Hayward. Foul is on Rustin. That'll be his second. Deshaun Munson takes a seat. As Ricky Artis checks in, Rustin Hayward will sit down as well. KD Moore checks in. We'll see how effective KD can be with the groin tweak. It will be Little Rock basketball. It was a loose ball foul. It's the 3rd team foul, and now they're mopping up the floor. Now Little Rock will inbound right in front of the Fire bench, and it's Hawkins with it off the inbound. Hawkins guarded by Artis. Goes over to Castle. Castle trying to get inside. Castle goes up. It's blocked by Guy. Loose ball picked up by Hawkins. Hawkins flips it up, and Hawkins is able to get it to go. So score the basket on Hawkins. Foul is on number 3, Ricky Artis.
His first personal.
That's his first.
Team foul number 4.
Team's 4th, as McKaylin Hawkins will go to the line for a 3-point play.
Caitlin Hawkins at the line, 1 shot.
Little Rock looking for somebody else on the paint, and they get it in James Helzer. Hawkins at the line, shooting 1. Hawkins, an 87.5% free throw shooter. Free throw for Hawkins is up and good. Chuck bringing it up the floor for the Fire. Guy's going to go inside for Simmons. Simmons comes down with it. Simmons lost it. Ball still batted around. Rebound grab by Washington. Fire wanting a foul on Simmons, but no whistle, as Castle has it in the near corner out to Hawkins. Hawkins, free throw line out to Helzer. Helzer will be called for the travel, and that'll be Fire basketball after the travel called on Helzer. KD to inbound. He gets it into Chuck, and Chuck will walk it up the floor for the Fire. Guy to Wade. Wade will fire a 3 from the wing, and Isaiah Wade with the fireball. 6 now for Isaiah. Chuck with another assist. That's his 6th of the evening. Into the corner, it's Washington with it near side, back out to Castle. Castle working on Guy. Castle trying to get inside. Castle flips it up, and Castle flips it in. Chuck will bring it up the floor. With 1:35 to go here in the second quarter. Fire lead by 17. Here's Wade. Wade will go inside. Wade will get inside, flip it up, and Isaiah Wade flips it up and in. 8 now for Isaiah. It's Castle. Near side out to Hawkins. Hawkins out to Steen. Steen guarded by Moore. Steen will step back. He'll fire a 3, and Steen's 3 is good. Here's Wade. Wade again on the wing. He'll fire another 3, and Isaiah's 3 off the mark that time. Rebound grab by Helzer. KD's not 100%. KD's waving his arm. He needs a sub. As Hawkins will spin. Hawkins will fade away. Hawkins' fadeaway is no good. Rebound fought for, and it will be out of bounds. It will be Fire basketball. 52.1 seconds remaining. Fire up by 14, 61-45. It's Chuck Guy bringing it up the floor. Chuck will float it over to Wade. Wade to Artis. Artis trying to get inside. Artis does, flips it up, and Ricky lays it up and in. A nice little finger roll right there by Artis. Fire up now by 18, 63-45. It's Hawkins. Hawkins out to Helzer on the near wing. Helzer up top for Castle. Castle lost it, got his dribble right back though. Castle dancing around, he'll pull up, he'll fire a long 2, and Castle's long 2 is good. Those are the kind of shots you want Little Rock to settle for, those long 2s. Tough shots, but also if they go in like that, it's not going to necessarily hurt you too bad with it just being a 2. Fire can hold for the final shot, and it's Chuck with it. Chuck near wing, guarded by Castle. Chuck just taking his time. Now Chuck will try to turn the corner. He'll get inside. He'll float it up. And Chuck Guy up and in off the glass. But here's Castle quickly back down the floor. KD can't get down there as Steen comes up with it, and Steen gets it. But here's Simmons. Simmons will put up the shot at the buzzer. That's not going to count. Simmons knocked it down. Unfortunately, the shot does not count. Simmons still going to give a little bit of a dance, even though it won't matter. But the Fire right now up by 18 at the half, or excuse me, up by 16 at the half, as I'm struggling to do a little bit of math here. 65-49 is the score. About to be joined here by Fire assistant coach Manny Toney, as waiting for him to take the headset here. As Fire walking off the floor right now, up 65-49. I am joined now by Fire assistant Manny Toney. And Manny, kind of off to a bit of a slow start in that first quarter, but really in that second quarter, y'all came alive.
Yeah, guys were able to figure it out. I feel like we got a lot of stops in a row, which kind of helped us get in transition and not let them get set up in their zone.
Little Rock, they came into this game playing some really good basketball, and they're really looking like a different Little Rock team than what we saw earlier in the year.
Yeah, for sure. They seem like they're sound and solid on their side. All their guys are being productive. We just got to do our best to continue to challenge them.
Yeah, and one thing of note, Katie Moore shaken up in that first half. I believe it's a groin injury. What's his status going forward, and what are you expecting from him?
He'll be fine. Hopefully we can just keep this lead comfortable so that way we can just let him rest some, to be honest.
All right, Manny. Well, thank you very much.
Appreciate you.
That was Manny Toney joining us for just a couple of moments. As again, the Fire right now up by 65-49 here at the half. I'm going to take a timeout. When I come back, I'll have some halftime stats and analysis for you. This is Fire Basketball here on the Potawatomi Fire Broadcast Network.
If you're a breast cancer survivor, come on down. About to be recognized here at halftime. Tonight we're here to celebrate those who have survived breast cancer and to raise awareness of the importance of regular breast screenings. We have a special pink out drink for purchase and hosting a raffle for some beautiful floral arrangements donated by Rustic Rose. Stop by the information booth and get your raffle ticket. We'll draw our winners between the third and fourth quarter. I'd like to thank our game sponsor, SSM Health St. Anthony Hospital Shawnee, in collaboration with First United Bank and Gordon Cooper Technology Center for partnering to raise awareness for the pink out game. This time, we'd like to take this opportunity to recognize our local breast cancer survivors. These ladies at center court have faced cancer and beat it. They are our MVPs. Please join us in a big round of applause. Breast cancer is the most common cancer in women. In the United States, about 1 in 8 women will get breast cancer during their life. Breast cancer is sometimes found after symptoms appear, but many women with breast cancer have no symptoms. This is why regular breast cancer screening is so important. Breast cancer that's found early, when it's small and not spread, is easier to treat successfully. SSM Health St. Anthony Hospital Shawnee would like to remind women to do their self-breast exams and to get their mammogram.
Welcome back inside Fire Lake Arena here in Shawnee, Oklahoma. At the half, Potawatomi Fire up 65-49 over the Little Rock Lightning. It was a really solid first half for the Fire. Played some pretty good defense, and that really, after a kind of a slow start in that first quarter, really turned it up a notch in that second quarter, outscoring the Lightning 39-23 to take what was a 26-26 tie after one and extend that lead out now to 65-49 over the Little Rock Lightning. So the Fire doing a good job here in this one, really keeping Little Rock at bay. One thing I talked a lot about was rebounding in that first half. Fire have done a pretty good job on the glass tonight. They have 24 rebounds. We'll get to more specific numbers in a little bit. They have held Little Rock to 6 offensive rebounds. And for the Fire, Little Rock really, they've been able to turn those second chance points into a little bit of something, but not much. So the Fire doing a pretty good job with that, getting 8 points off of 6 offensive rebounds for the Lightning. So the Fire need to continue to do some of the things that they've been doing here in this first half of play, as they, again, like I said, have been playing some good basketball in this first half and should have an opportunity, at least as long as they continue to do what they've been doing, to improve to 16-0, keep their perfect start alive, and also set a new TBL record for longest win streak in a single season. Fire right now, like I said, up 65-49 over the Little Rock Lightning. I'm going to go ahead and take another timeout. When I come back, I'll have some halftime stats and analysis for you. This is Fire Basketball here on the Potawatomi Fire Broadcast Network.
Hey, my name's Paige, and what makes the Chick-fil-A chicken sandwich original to me is the crispiness of the breading and the tenderness of the filet. It's tasty, it's warm, it's total satisfaction.
Hi, this is Tanya, and what makes the Chick-fil-A chicken sandwich original to me is that warm bun, the perfectly seasoned chicken, and that pickle. Woo! I love it. There's a taste of my childhood in every bite.
Raise the bar with Flight by Yingling. Low carb, low calorie, more taste. Brewed for the generation that's always reaching for more. Flight by Yingling. the next generation of light beer.
Hey, my name's Paige, and what makes the Chick-fil-A chicken sandwich original to me is the crispiness of the breading and the tenderness of the...
And the Potawatomi Fire. All right, Face. I want to welcome and congratulations to the Tecumseh Lady Savages slow pitch softball team.
Welcome back inside Fire Lake Arena here in Shawnee, Oklahoma. I'm Chris Cox at the half. The Potawatomi Fire up by a score of 65 to 49. They outscored the Lightning 39-23 in that second quarter to jump out to this big lead. Fire right now honoring the Tecumseh Lady Savages State Softball Championship team. Tecumseh girls won the slow pitch softball championship. I believe it was a week ago was when they won this championship. It is the first state championship for Tecumseh softball. So congratulations to Tecumseh on winning this state championship. And hopefully they will have a few more of these to come over the next few years. Let's go ahead and take a look at the stats for you here at the half. First off, for Little Rock. Little Rock shot 44.2% from the field. They were 19 of 43. They did hit 55.6% of their threes. They were 5 of 9, and they were a perfect 6 of 6 from the free throw line. So again, Little Rock getting some good looks, knocking down some shots, but the Fire doing a good job keeping them at bay for the most part. But Little Rock, when they are getting open looks, they're knocking down those shots. Little Rock with 23 rebounds in that first half, including 6 on the offensive end. That did lead to 8 second chance points, 10 assists, 3 steals, 2 block shots for Tecumseh, and for Little Rock, as again Tecumseh out on the floor. And Little Rock had 10 turnovers as well. That led to 17 Potawatomi Fire points. Individually for the Lightning, 2 guys in double figures. Aaron Castle, 17 points, 3 rebounds, 3 assists. Braylon Steen with 18 points, 1 rebound, 1 assist. Looking at the Fire numbers now, the Fire 52.2% from the field. They were 24 of 46. They were 9 of 22 from 3. That's 40.9%. And they were 8 of 9 from the free throw line. That is 88.9%. Individually for the Fire, 4 guys in double figures. Rustin Hayward, 10 points, 5 rebounds, 2 assists off the bench. Isaiah Wade, 10 points, 5 rebounds. And then you have KD Moore, 16 points, 2 rebounds, 2 steals. He is dealing with a bit of a groin injury, so we'll see how effective he can be in the second half. And then also with 16 points to lead the way for the Fire is Chuck Guy, coming off that 55-point performance against Enid last Saturday. He has 16 here in this one to go along with 6 assists, 1 rebound, and 2 block shots. Chuck also 5 of 11 from threes. All of his baskets tonight, all of his attempts have been from 3. All of his makes have been from 3 as well. So Fire right now, like I said, up 65-49 over the Little Rock Lightning. And really for the Fire in the second half, if they want to hold on to this lead, they don't really need to change that much. Especially from what they did in the second quarter. They really kind of starting to tighten up a little bit on the defensive end, keep them at bay, started to knock down some shots, and they kind of stopped taking too many threes, really started to work inside out, and I think that allowed them in this second half to really kind of start to pull that lead out a little bit. And so we'll see if they can continue to do that here in this second half as well. But if they do that, if they continue offensively to work inside out, get to the basket, kick it out from there, try to get close and score inside first and foremost, that'll be good for the Fire offensively. Defensively for the Fire, just continue to do what they did in that second quarter. They rotated well, they talked well, they were able to stay in front of Little Rock and really make sure that that Little Rock didn't get many good looks in that second quarter. So again, if they can continue to do that on the defensive end, they'll be in good shape. I'm going to go ahead and take one more timeout. When I come back, I will have the start of the second half for you. This is Fire Basketball here on the Potawatomi Fire Broadcast Network.
Big brands you know and unique boutiques you will love in Shawnee, your close to everything weekend destination. Located on I-40 between Tulsa and Oklahoma City. Head out to Shawnee for live entertainment, events, or just relax. Investigate Oklahoma's only Egyptian mummies. Conquer Shawnee's nearly $4 million kid space park. Before you visit Shawnee, visit Shawnee.com for lodging and information. Come see us.
In 2005, Dr. Pepper sent 3 flavorists into a vault to perfect the impossible. Dr. Pepper Zero Sugar. Today, they finally emerged.
We did it! 23 flavors with 0 sugar.
What took so long?
Huh?
What took so long?
We sacrificed years in the vault.
I haven't seen my family in 16 years.
My boy's become a man.
Here, son.
It's perfect, Daddy.
It was worth it.
The zero you deserve is finally here.
Your chick turned up, she asked, can you come and get me? Like what? Okay, let's get it. I just messed up the whole program, beat it off the wall, knock it down, get nasty on cam. You know I love her right, all night, alright. Turn off the lights and beat her like a mic. Tell her don't run from this pipe. Let me see you run it up, go ahead, shake some. Your chick going nuts, she just put my chains on. Got her going crazy, legs shaking, watch her move. Told her you gotta run it up, you're not the one who make the rules. Left, right, let me see you do it. Left, do it, right, do it, 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 left, right, left, do it, left, run it up, go left, run it up, left, run it up, run it up, run it up, go ahead. Right, left, right, left, right, left, right, run it up. Happy birthday, Destiny. Got me messed up. She was with you, now she mocked up. Beat it up. She dropped all that down.
Welcome back inside Fire Lake Arena here in Shawnee, Oklahoma. I'm Chris Cox as the Fire, both teams out on the floor warming up right now. I don't believe I see KD Moore on the floor. I'm looking and I don't see him, so it'll be interesting to see if he is able to continue to play here tonight. He tweaked that groin in, I believe it was late in the first quarter, maybe early in the second. Came out for a good chunk of time and then went back in toward the end of the second quarter. But he clearly was hobbled, wasn't 100%. And yeah, I don't see him out there right now. So it looks like KD probably will not continue here in this one. We'll see if he makes it back out before the Fire have to get out on the floor for the start of the second half. So if he is not starting this second half, it'll be interesting to see who does for the Fire. And it looks like it'll be Ricky Artis, the second, starting this second half of the Fire, as KD, I believe, is done for the night. So it'll be Deshaun Munson, Chuck Guy, Ja'Kai Simmons, Isaiah Wade, and Ricky Artis the second. Ja'Kai getting loose right now by dancing to start this second half. On the floor for Little Rock, it'll be their starting 5 of McKalen Hawkins, Aaron Castle, Braylon Steen, Purcell Washington, and James Helzer. Here's Guy bringing the ball up the floor. Fire going right to left this half. Little Rock going left to right. It's Munson with it. Munson trying to work inside. Munson gets inside. Munson down low for Wade, and Wade is fouled as he's going up, and he'll go to the line to shoot 2 shots. Purcell Washington called for the foul. That'll be his second. Or excuse me, his third. That'll be the third. Isaiah Wade tonight, 10 points, 5 rebounds, can extend it here. Wade at the line. Shooting 2. First free throw for KD, or for Isaiah, is up and good. Still looking on the bench to see if I see KD. I don't see him. I think it's safe to say that KD's night is probably done. Second free throw for Wade, bounces around and rattles in. And Isaiah gives a nice little fist pump after getting the friendly bounce. Here's Castle with it. Castle, near side of the floor, guarded by Guy. Castle works to the top of the key. He's picked up by Artis, now goes inside for Steen. Steen inside for Washington. Washington will go up, flip it up, can't get it to go. Got it right back, couldn't get it to go. Washington still fighting for it. Wade comes up with it, and now it's Artis for the Fire. Here is Ricky. Ricky hands off to Munson. Munson into the corner for Simmons. He'll fire a three, and Ja'Kai Simmons with the fireball. That's 7 now for Simmons, and the Fire extend that lead up to 21. 70-49 is the score. Here is Hawkins out to Castle. Castle working over to the far side. Castle trying to turn the corner. Castle gets inside. Castle to Helzer. Helzer has it stolen by Artis, and Artis is fouled by Helzer. Those two, by the way, were teammates in Enid.
James Helzer, first personal, team foul number 2.
Foul on Helzer is his first, team second of this third quarter. Helzer is a member of that 2022 Enid team that Coach Danoff coached and had a few of these Fire players on it. Here's Munson at the free throw line. Munson trying to bully his way inside. He does. Can't get the shot to go. Still fighting for it. Got it right back. Couldn't get it to go. Rebound grab by Helzer. Helzer now will bring it up the floor. Helzer cut off. Kicks it over to Hawkins. Hawkins out now to Castle. Castle will fire a three. Castle's three is up. No good. Rebound skied for. Grab by Simmons. And Simmons gives a nice little yell after grabbing that rebound. Here's Munson. Munson to Guy. Chuck trying to go inside. Pass deflected. Stolen by Castle. Castle over to Steen. Steen in the corner now for Helzer. Helzer will fire a three. Helzer's three is up and in. Fire quickly, though, back down the floor for Guy, and it's Chuck Guy who will lay it up and lay it in. 18 now for Chuck to go along with 6 assists. Munson with the assist, that's his 4th. Here's Hawkins spinning. Hawkins gets inside, lays it up, cannot get the lay-in to go. Rebound grab by Wade. 7th rebound for Isaiah. He's 3 shy of a double-double. Munson will float it up to Guy at the top of the key, now over to Artis. Ricky, cut off, hands off to Simmons. Simmons will fire a three from the wing, and Ja'Kai's three off the mark. Rebound grab by Castle. That one was on line, just a tad short. Simmons comes up with the steal. Simmons trying to push. Simmons with it. Simmons will go up, lay it up, and score the basket. Ja'Kai Simmons and the foul. He'll go to the line for one more. Foul on number 5, or excuse me, on number 9, Aaron Castle. That'll be his 3rd. And Simmons will go to the line for one more. And we have a timeout taken by Little Rock with the Fire up by 22, 74-52 the score, 9:28 to go here in the third quarter. This is Fire basketball here on the Potawatomi Fire Broadcast Network.
Back to the court, the Fire Girls. Let's hear it for the Fire Girls, brought to you by Bank First and Bank First Insurance. Our third quarter is brought to you by Lowe's Home Improvement.
Welcome back inside Fire Lake Arena here in Shawnee, Oklahoma. 9:28 to go here in the third quarter of play. Fire right now up by 22, 74-52 is the score. It will be Ja'Kai Simmons at the line, shooting 1 free throw as we get back to action. I did just get confirmation from one of the Fire assistants that Katie Moore's night is done. When he didn't come out for the second half, you kind of figured that was the case. Ja'Kai Simmons at the line, shooting 1. Simmons' free throw is up, and Simmons rattles it in. He now has 10 to go along with 3 assists, or 3 rebounds, I should say. He's the fifth player for the Fire in double figures. Washington with it on the block. Washington backing down Wade. Washington goes up. Washington gets the bucket to fall, and he is fouled.
Basket is good by Washington.
As Isaiah Wade will be called for the third foul.
Isaiah Wade, his third personal, team foul number 1.
Team's first in this third quarter. Washington at the line, shooting 2 shots. Purcell, a good free throw shooter, 81.1%.
Purcell Washington at the line, 1 shot.
Washington gets the ball from the official. And he puts up his free throw. Well, now he's waiting. Now he puts up the free throw. And that one's short. Rebound grab by Munson. Guy will bring it up the floor. 6th rebound for Munson tonight, just 2 points. He had only 2 points last game as well. Here is Wade. Wade trying to drive. He's cut off. Keeps his dribble alive. Somehow finds Simmons down low. Simmons to Artis. Artis couldn't handle it, but last touched out of bounds by Washington. Artis to inbound for the Fire. Artis gets it into Wade. Wade out to Guy. Chuck will fire a 3, and Chuck's 3 is off the mark. Rebound grab by Artis. Ricky flips it back up, and Ricky Artis gets it to go. Back down the floor, though, in a hurry. It's Hawkins. Hawkins might have gotten away with the carry. No whistle. He has the ball in the near corner and goes to Helzer. Helzer guarded by Munson. Helzer inside now for Steen. Steen a little pump fake. He'll turn around, put up the jumper, and Steen's jumper is good. Chuck will bring it up the floor. Goes over to Wade. Wade, far corner up top for Guy. Chuck back to Wade. Wade doubled inside now for Munson. Munson goes up. Munson can't get it to go. Still fighting for it. It's Artis. Artis can't get it to go. Got it right back again. And a rebound picked up now by Steen. Steen out to Castle. Castle bringing it up the floor to Helzer. Helzer pushing. Helzer now to Hawkins. Hawkins will stop. Back to Helzer. Helzer will fire a 3, and Helzer's 3 is in and out and back in.
3-point basket by James Helzer.
77-59 the score in favor of the Fire. 7:50 to go here in the third quarter. It's Guy with it. Chuck calling for a screen. Chuck gets the screen. And an offensive foul called on Isaiah Wade. Wow. Isaiah Wade looked like he was standing still. Coach Danoff didn't agree with it. Right after that whistle blew, he immediately said no. It looked like Isaiah Wade had his feet planted and didn't move. It just so happens that Isaiah Wade's 6'7", about 230 pounds, and Aaron Castle's not. Here's Steen left open. He'll fire a 3. That one's off the mark. Helzer comes down with the board. He shovels out to Hawkins. Hawkins will fire a 3, and Hawkins' 3 is good. Coach Danoff getting upset now, and it's Munson with it. Into the corner for Simmons. Simmons back to Munson. Inside for Artis. Artis with a pump. Artis goes up, and Ricky's able to get it to go. And Ricky not happy. He's getting hacked as Castle brings the ball up the floor. Castle working around the screen. Castle trying to get inside. Castle will fade away, throw up a wild shot, no good. Rebound grab by Artis. Now out to Guy. Here's Chuck. Chuck inside to Ricky, and Ricky can't get the jam to go, but there's Wade with the putback. He can't get it to go. Simmons hit as well, and he'll go to the line to shoot 2 shots. As James Helzer is called for the foul, that is his second. And now we have guys talking as Braylon Steen, and Ricky Artis, and Isaiah Wade are all talking, and we have multiple technicals here, or at least one technical handed out. Braylon Steen getting into it, Chuck Guy, Isaiah Wade, Ricky Artis all having words with him. Fire right now up 79-62. Michaelan Hawkins is pushing Steen away. And now officials are going to get together, need to get together, and talk about who this technical is going to be on, or who these technicals are going to be on. As trying to figure out still who these technicals are going to be on.
Is this a microphone? Hello?
We should have Simmons regardless of what happens shooting free throws. So we have a technical foul on Ricky Artis II and on Braylon Steen.
Double technical. Technical foul call on number 20, Braylon Steen of the Lightning. Also technical foul call on the Fire, number 3, Ricky Artis II.
So the personal foul was called on number 34, James Helzer. And then you have double technicals, one on Ricky Artis, one on Braylon Steen. As Isaiah Wade will actually go to the line to shoot 2 shots. I thought the foul was on. I thought it was going to be Simmons shooting the free throws, but it's actually going to be Isaiah Wade at the line shooting 2 shots. Now the official's still trying to sort things out and make sure they're all on the same page. KD Moore, by the way, back out on the floor. He's stretching, so he's by the bench, which is good to see. And Ja'Kai Simmons now will step to the free throw line as he will shoot the 2 free throws. First free throw for Ja'Kai is up and good. Rustin Hayward, TJ Maston into the game for the Fire as Ricky Artis and Isaiah Wade will sit down. One more free throw upcoming now for Ja'Kai. And Ja'Kai's second free throw is good as well, so he knocks down both. And the Fire back up by 19, 81-62 the score. Castle with it. Castle near wing. Castle trying to find somewhere to go with it. Gets it to Steen, who's guarded by Guy. Steen will pull up, fire the baseline jumper. That one rattles in. So Braylon Steen with the bucket. And now Chuck Guy brings it up the floor. Over to Munson. Munson trying to go inside for Maston. Maston comes up with it, lays it up, and lays it in. TJ now with 7 off the bench to go along with 5 rebounds and 3 assists. Munson with his 6th assist of the night. Here's Castle with it. Castle going over to Steen. Steen will fire a 3. That one's off the mark. Rebound goes right to Washington. Out now to Castle. Castle will fire a 3. That one's off the mark. Rebound grabbed by Munson. 8 rebounds now for Munson to go along with 5 assists. Only has 2 points though. Here's Munson. He'll float it over to Guy. Chuck. Down inside to Maston. TJ backing down Hawkins on the low block. TJ will fade away in the paint. That one's no good. Rebound is grabbed by Washington. Washington trying to weave his way through. Goes down low for Steen. Steen will lay it up, and Steen will lay it in, and he is fouled. Foul is on number 0, Deshaun Munson. That is his second.
In for the Lightning, number 13, Dwan Johnson.
As Dwan Johnson checks into the game for the Lightning. Johnny Hall also into the game. Braylon Steen will be at the line shooting 1 shot.
Braylon Steen at the line, 1 shot.
Steen 71.4% from the free throw line. He's the leading scorer for Little Rock here in this one. 22 points. Every single time Little Rock goes to the line to shoot free throws, they're missing somebody on the painted area. At some point, you got to think that'd be a delay of game. Free throw for Steen is up, and he can't get that to go. Rebound grab by Maston. Out to Munson, and now over to Guy. Chuck bringing it up the floor. He'll work around a screen. Now gets it to the top of the key. Chuck over to Hayward. Hayward doubled. Back out to Guy. Over now to Munson. Munson looking to attack. Munson back out to Hayward up top for Chuck. Chuck will pull up, fire along Chu. That one's off the mark. Rebound is tipped out of bounds. It will be Little Rock basketball. Chuck kind of flexing that right arm of his. I think he's looking for a foul. Castle will inbound into Johnson, and now right back to Castle. Castle picked up by Guy. Castle Going over now to Adams. Adams near side up top for Hall. Hall out to Castle. Castle, 5 on the shot clock. Castle inside to Steen. Steen will put up the 3, and Steen's 3 is up and in. So Braylon Steen now with 27. Fire lead by 14, 83-69. It's Munson with it. Munson near side goes out to Guy. Chuck back up top for Munson. Munson trying to see if he can break down that zone. Gets it to Simmons. Simmons on the wing. Simmons will attack. Simmons lost it. And here's Adams. Adams now in transition for Steen. Steen will take it all the way. Steen has it blocked by Hayward. And it will be out of bounds. It will be Little Rock basketball as Hayward with the nice chase down block, and Steen a little shaken up. 4:17 to go here in the third quarter. Steen a little slow getting up here. He's holding that right arm of his, I think, but he'll get up now. As Little Rock will inbound. Steen, yeah, kind of flexing that right arm a little bit. Steen, another one of these players who went to Central Baptist College. I believe there's 3 or 4 of them in this game that went there. Purcell Washington, Rustin Hayward also went there along with Braylon Steen and Tawan Johnson. Castle inbounding. Castle gets it into Steen. Steen will be called for the offensive foul as Braylon Steen is going to be called for the push-off. That'll be his second. Steen not happy with the call, and he's going to have a word with the official about it. Deshaun Munson will sit down for the Fire as Myron McGowan checks in for the first time tonight. Fire going with a little more length as McGowan checks in. And now it will be Chuck bringing it up the floor. Here's Guy. Chuck on the near wing, guarded by Castle. Chuck dumping it down low for Maston. Maston now to Simmons, and Simmons will be fouled. Actually, they're going to say Maston was fouled, as Johnny Hall will be called for the foul. That'll be his first. Team's 5th foul, so that should be the bonus now for the Fire, as TJ Maston will step to the line to shoot 2 shots.
TJ Maston at the line, shooting 2.
So Maston at the line, shooting 2. First free throw for TJ is up and good. Second free throw upcoming now for TJ. And TJ's second free throw up and good as well. Fire, by the way, now 15 of 16 from the free throw line. Here's Castle. Castle near side of the floor. He'll work around a screen and go up top for Hall. Hall will hand back off to Castle at the top of the key. Castle into the corner for Steen. Steen going cross court now for Adams. Adams will fire a 3. Adams' 3 is off the mark. Rebound grab by Guy, out to Hayward. Hayward looking to take it all the way himself. Finger roll, couldn't get it to go. Hayward, though, grabbed his own rebound, puts it back up, and Hayward is able to get it to go. So Hayward with the offensive board and the putback, as Adams has it now on the near side. He's going to try to drive. He's cut off. He'll shovel over to Castle. Castle back up top for Adams. Adams floats it inside for Hall. Hall working on Maston, and now we have a jump ball here as Johnny Hall and Rustin Hayward each hit the deck as they got tied up with one another. And then Hall, as he tried to wrestle the ball away, ended up taking Hayward down, but they're good. That was just a basketball play right there. Castle will take a seat as I believe Tawan Johnson back into the game. It's Hayward and Johnny Hall jumping it up. Ball is up in the air, and the tip is won by the Fire as Rustin Hayward out-jumps the 7-footer from England. Simmons with it on the wing. Simmons into the corner now for McGowan. McGowan will pull up, fire along 2. That one short. Rebound grab by Adams. Adams trying to bring it up the floor. Adams will stop at the top of the key. Goes over to Johnson. Johnson inside for Steen. Steen will turn around. Steen will float it up, and Steen's little floater is good. It's now 29 for Steen. Chuck with it. Chuck working around a screen. Goes inside for Maston. Maston doubled. Maston lost it. Got it right back. Flips it up and flips it in. Brian Rousum looking for a travel call, but they're going to say that TJ actually had the ball knocked away. Here is Johnson near wing. Johnson trying to drive inside. Johnson flips it up. Can't get it to go. Rebound grab by Hall. Hall to Steen. Steen will go up. Steen will lay it up, and Steen's lay-in is good.
2 minutes.
Here's Hayward. He'll bring it up the floor for the Fire. 1:53 to go here in the third quarter. Simmons will fire a three, and Jakai's three is in and out. Rebound grabbed by Clifton. Clifton trying to find somewhere to go with it. He'll work around a screen. Clifton will be fouled as Jakai Simmons tried to poke the ball away from behind, and they're going to get Simmons for the reach-in. Isaiah Wade into the game for the Fire as TJ Maston will take a seat. Maston giving the Fire some really good minutes here in this one. 10 points, 8 rebounds right now for TJ, or excuse me, 11 points and 7 rebounds for TJ. 1:36 to go here in the third quarter. We have a media timeout. Fire right now up by 16, 89-73 the score. This is Fire basketball here on the Potawatomi Fire Broadcast Network.
Zero sugar options, Dr. Pepper, the official soft drink of the Potawatomi Fire. Sure to catch the Potawatomi Fire Coaches Corner every Wednesday night at 6 p.m. with the TBL Coach of the Year, our head coach Mark Danhoff, the play-by-play voice of the Fire, Chris Cox, along with a special guest each week. Recap the previous games and look ahead to upcoming matchups. You can watch the show on Facebook or listen on KGFF 100.9 FM, 1450 AM and KGFF.com. KGFF, Shopping's hometown radio station.
Minute 36 to go here in this third quarter of play. Fire right now up by 16. 39-23 is the score. 6 players for the Fire already in double figures. Chuck Guy leading the way with 20 points to go along with 6 assists. But also Jakai Simmons, Rustin Hayward each have 12. KD Moore has 16, and I believe his point total will stay there for tonight as his night is done. And then Isaiah Wade has 10, and TJ Maston has 10 as well. Only 3 guys that have played that have not scored in double figures, and that is Ricky Artis, he has 6. Myron McGowan has not scored yet tonight, and Deshaun Munson just 2 points. As Munson has hurt his finger, he's not 100% right now either, but Munson still with an opportunity to get a double-double. He has 8 rebounds, 6 assists as well. Here is Johnson with it. Johnson will work around a screen. Johnson on the wing. Far side, goes inside for Steen. Steen will go up with it, and Steen will put up the shot and get it to go. Braylon Steen having a big night for the Lightning here in this one. He has 33 now. But it's really just Steen and Castle that have been able to get anything going. Here is Hayward. Hayward will try to drive. He's cut off, kicks it out to McGowan. He'll fire a corner 3, and Myron McGowan splashes in the Fireball. And the Fire up by 17, 92-75. That's nice to see as Myron hasn't gotten to play much the past few games, but making the most of his minutes here in this one. Here's Johnson. Johnson dancing around, goes out to Steen. Steen will fire an open 3. That one's off the mark. Rebound tipped. And we have a foul here on Johnny Hall. It'll be a loose ball foul on Hall. That's his second. And that'll send Isaiah Wade, I believe, to the line to shoot 2 shots. It should be a loose ball foul. We should be shooting. And there we go. One of the officials is walking back to have the Fire inbound, but a loose ball foul counts as a team foul. And since the Fire are in the bonus, it's free throws here for Isaiah Wade. 53.7 seconds remaining in the third. Fire right now up by 17, 92-75. Wade at the line, shooting 2. First free throw for Isaiah, up and in. Second free throw upcoming now for Isaiah. And his second free throw up and in as well. So Isaiah makes both. He has 12, and he puts the Fire up by 19 with 50 seconds to go here in the third. Johnson with it. Johnson swings it around to Steen. Steen, far side, goes to number 30, that's Clifton. His shot no good. Rebound grab by Hayward, out to McGowan. McGowan lays it up, and Myron can't get it to go. Myron looking for a foul, no whistle. And now the ball's lost. McGowan picks it up. McGowan will attack. He'll float it to Guy. Guy to Simmons. Simmons back into the corner for Guy. He'll fire a 3, and Chuck's 3 is off the mark. Rebound grabbed by Clifton. Clifton out to Johnson. Johnson to Steen. Steen goes up, can't get the lay-in to go. Rebound grabbed by Hayward. Hayward looking to push it up the floor. Hayward will attack, gets it to Simmons. Simmons can't finish. Out to Clifton. Clifton will now hold for the final shot as he gets it to Johnson. Johnson trying to get inside. He'll pull up, fire along 2, and Johnson's 2 at the buzzer is good as the Fire lead 94-77 after 3 quarters of play. I'm going to take a timeout. When I come back, I'll have the fourth and final quarter for you. Fire right now up 94-77 here on the Potawatomi Fire Broadcast Network.
Let's hear it for the Fire Girls, brought to you by Bank First and Bank First Insurance. It's time for our Game Night sponsor, SSM Health Peak Out Drawing winners. Numbers are 510-342, 510-342, 510-377, 510-377, 510-315, and 510-386. So 386-315-377-342, starting with 510. Go to the Sovereign Lounge, claim your prize.
Back to action here inside Fire Lake Arena as we start this fourth quarter of play. Fire right now up by 17, 94-77 is the score. It's Johnson with it for Little Rock, goes inside to Hall. Hall dumps it down low for Clifton. Clifton out to Adams, over now to Johnson, who's left wide open. He'll fire a 3, and Johnson's 3 is good.
Three-point basket by Tawan Johnson.
Fire again, just not talking defensively. That's one thing Chuck Guy talked about during the coaches show when he was our guest, is about how the Fire need to talk more on the defensive end. Here's Munson with it. He shovels over to Guy, to Hayward, into the corner now for McGowan. He'll fire a 3, and Myron McGowan with another fireball. That's 6 now for Myron, and the Fire up by 17, 97-80. That's what McGowan does. He is a sniper of a shooter. Johnson dancing around, gets it out to Adams. Adams near side will try to drive inside. Adams lost it, and Munson comes up with it. Couldn't tell if that was a shot by Adams or not, but Munson with it now. Goes over to McGowan. He'll fire a 3 from the wing, and Myron's 3 is off the mark. Rebound grab by Steen. The Fire bench was ready to explode right there as Johnson will step back. Now he'll go inside to Hall. Hall will turn around, flip it up, can't get it to go. Rebound grab by Steen. Steen puts it back up, can't get it to go, and he'll go to the line to shoot 2 shots. Foul is on number 0, Deshaun Munson. That is his 3rd, team's 1st of this 4th quarter. Braylon Steen at the line, shooting 2.
Braylon Steen at the line, shooting 2.
Steen's had a big night, 33 points right now. First free throw for Steen is up and in.
In for the Lightning, number 22.
Purcell Washington back into the game for the Lightning. Second free throw upcoming now for Steen. And Steen's second free throw is up, and that one is good as well. So Steen makes both. And it's Chuck Guy bringing the ball up the floor for the Fire. Here's Guy, up top for Wade. He'll fire a straightaway three. That one's too long. Rebound grabbed by Johnson and then knocked out of bounds by Hayward. So it will be Fire basketball, or it will be Little Rock basketball, excuse me. Fire right now up by 15, 97-82. It's Johnson with it. Johnson trying to direct traffic. Goes to Washington at the free throw line. Purcell steps out to the top of the key. He'll hand off now to Seed. Nope, Purcell will take it all the way, and he will be fouled. He'll go to the line to shoot 2 shots.
Fire foul number 9, Isaiah Wade.
Foul is on Isaiah Wade. That is number 5. As Ricky will get set to check in for the Fire. Wade will take a seat with those 5 fouls. He's had a good game overall, though. 12 points, 8 rebounds. Just been in a little bit of foul trouble here in this one. Free throw by Washington is in and out, no good. And Artis will check in for the Fire as Wade will take a seat with those 5 fouls. So Wade right now, 12 points, 8 rebounds. We'll see if he comes back into the game with those 5 fouls. 10:17 to go here in this fourth quarter. That second free throw by Washington, in and out, and rebound was grabbed by Ricky. Here's Munson with it. Munson guarded by Washington. Munson loses it. Munson with that right finger taped. Out to Guy, back to Munson. Munson looking to attack, gets it to Hayward. Hayward will attack, and Hayward goes up for the baseline jam. So Hayward with the big slam, and Rustin now has 14. Here's Johnson on the wing. Johnson dancing around, he'll pull up, fire the 2, and that one is up and in.
Johnson for 2.
Guy with it. Chuck will bring it up the floor. He'll float it over to Munson on the near side. Munson gets to the near wing. He's guarded by Washington. Munson gonna look to see if he can attack. Munson will spin. Munson will get inside, put up the shot, can't get it to go. Rebound batted around and grabbed by Johnson. Johnson trying to get inside. Johnson does, and that's blocked by Hayward. McGowan comes up with it, but it's stolen right back by Steen. Out to Clifton. Clifton goes up, and Clifton is able to get the shot to fall. Guy will bring the ball up the floor. Guy on the far side of the floor. Guarded by Johnson. Chuck just dancing around. Chuck trying to see if he can turn the corner. Kicks it into the corner for Munson. Munson out to Artis. Artis needs to shoot. Out to McGowan. McGowan will fire a 3. And Myron's 3 is in and out. Rebound grabbed by Steen.
Defense. Defense.
Here's Johnson. Johnson to Adams. He'll fire a 3. Adams' 3 is in and out. No good. Rebound grabbed by Artis. Artis to Guy, and Guy will look to push it up the floor. Chuck, far side, guarded by Johnson. Chuck will look to try to get inside. Chuck floats it up, no good. Rebound grab by Artis. Ricky puts it up. Ricky can't get the shot to fall, but he'll go to the line to shoot 2 shots.
Lightning foul number 15, Jalen Adams.
Foul is on number 15, Jalen Adams. That's his first, team's first of this fourth quarter. And Ricky will go to the line to shoot
Ricky Artis the second at the line, shooting
2 shots. First free throw for Ricky is up, and it rolls in. Second free throw upcoming now for Artis. And Ricky's second free throw is true as well. 8 now for Ricky.
Defense. Defense.
Here is Johnson. Johnson near side. He'll work around the screen, get to the top of the key, fire a 3. That one's off the mark. Rebound is grabbed by Artis. Artis looking to bring it up the floor. Ricky to Hayward, and Hayward with a nice little finger roll. And now we have a whistle as we have a timeout called by Little Rock. As the Fire up 103-86. 7:53 to go here in this fourth quarter. It's a media timeout. I will take it as well. This is Fire basketball here on the Potawatomi Fire Broadcast Network.
All right, Fire fans, you know what to do.
Greetings from Vive Country, your new crazy fast neighbor, now in 16 states. We're thrilled to be your home and business internet, phone, and TV provider. From cutting-edge technology to excuse-free customer service, we're committed to our local communities. We've been working non-stop, upgrading and enhancing our fiber-based network that delivers speeds up to 5 gig internet. We believe in faster speeds, community involvement, and 100% customer satisfaction. Join Vive Country today at vivebroadband.com.
I've got that blue sky, I've got that sunshine.
Raise the bar with Flight by Yingling. Low carb, low calorie, more taste. Brewed for the generation that's always reaching for more.
Welcome back inside Fire
Flight
Lake
by
Arena
Yingling,
here in Shawnee,
the next generation of light beer.
A little bit of Sweet Caroline right now here in this fourth quarter. 7:53 to go here in the fourth. Fire in control, up by 17, 103-86 is the score. 6 players for the Fire in double figures, led by Chuck Guy's 20, and then a couple of guys with 6, as Ricky Artis has 6. Myron McGowan should have 6 as well. Yeah, this score sheet is not an accurate one that I have. But yeah, Artis actually has 8, McGowan has 6. So the Fire with a couple of guys who have an opportunity to get in double figures as well. Here's Adams, he'll fire a 3. That one's off the mark. Rebound grab by Hayward. Hayward will get it out to Guy, and Chuck will bring it up the floor. Chuck out to Munson. Munson on the wing. Munson will circle around. Munson trying to find somewhere to go with it. Munson's going to see if he can attack and bully his way inside. He does. Puts up the shot. Can't get it to go, but there's Hayward with the tip. No good. Rebound fought for. Grabbed by McGowan. McGowan can't flip it up and in. Ball still fought for. Grabbed by Washington. Washington out to Clifton, and Clifton will push it up the floor. Clifton to Adams. Adams will drive baseline. He's cut off. Adams trying to go inside. Tipped away out of bounds, and it will be Fire basketball.
Last touch for the Lightning. In for the Lightning, number 9, Aaron Castle.
7:01 to go here in the fourth quarter. Fire up by 17, 103-86. Chuck bringing it up the floor. Guy will work around a screen. Guy's trying to go inside, goes to Hayward. Out to McGowan. McGowan will step up, he'll fire a 3, and Myron McGowan splashes in another fireball. That's 9 now for Myron. And the Fire up by 20, 106-86. Here's Johnson. Johnson looking to attack. Johnson gets inside. Johnson is able to go up and get it to go. Johnson made a tough shot over Artis right there. Guy with it. Guy guarded by Johnson. Chuck looking to turn the corner on Johnson. Chuck gets inside, floats it off the glass, and Chuck Guy is able to get it to go. And Chuck Guy with a little smile as he jogs down the floor. Fire back up by 20, 108-88. Here's Castle with it. Castle will work around a screen, go down low for Washington. Washington doubled. Out to Steen. Steen left open. He'll fire a 3. That one's off the mark. Rebound grab by Munson. Out to Guy. Guy will bring it up the floor. Here's Chuck. Chuck will pull up, he'll fire a 3, and Chuck Guy splashes in the fireball. 25 now for Chuck. And the Fire up by 23, 111-88. Castle gets to the top of the key, goes over now for Johnson. Johnson, guarded by Artis. Johnson working around the screen, and now he's doubled. He'll float it out to Washington. Washington will attack inside. Washington has it poked away out of bounds. It will stay with Little Rock. 5 on the shot clock.
Last touch by the Fire.
It will be Clifton inbounding. 5 on the shot clock. Inbound pass goes to Johnson. Johnson puts it up, and Johnson is able to get it to go as Hayward will be called for the foul.
Fire foul number 5, Rustin Hayward.
That's his third.
Rustin Hayward with the foul, his second personal, team foul number 3.
First free throw upcoming now, or one free throw upcoming for Tawan Johnson. And he knocks it down.
Fresh and third foul on Rustin Hayward.
Guy will bring the ball down the floor as we have just over 5 minutes to go here in this one. Fire up by 20, 111-91. Here's Guy. Guy will pull up. He'll fire another 3. That one's off the mark. Rebound grab by Washington. Washington looking to push. Washington will attack. Washington will get inside. He'll lay it up and lay it in. Guy will slow it down and bring the ball up the floor now for the Fire. Guy guarded by Johnson. Goes to Munson now. Munson trying to drive. Munson trying to get inside. Munson goes up, can't get it to go. Tip in, no good. Again, another tip in, no good. There's Artis with the tip. That one, no good. Ball still being batted around, and it will be picked up by Castle. Castle bringing it up the floor. Castle to Washington, and Washington will be fouled, and Washington will go to the line. Shoot 2 shots. That foul will be on Chuck Guy. That is his first. Tawan Johnson now getting into it with a few of the Fire players. Been talking with Chuck Guy and now Rustin Hayward. Purcell Washington going to the line to shoot 1 shot.
So Washington at the line.
Washington at the line, shooting 2. And Hayward and Johnson just talking this entire time. And now the official will step in between them as Washington knocks down the first free throw. And now we have double technicals. The official gave him plenty of warnings, but now we have double technicals. Technical on Rustin Hayward and on Tawan Johnson. You could feel that one coming as Johnson had been talking with Chuck Guy and then was getting into it with Rustin Hayward, and as Washington was shooting that first free throw, the official went over and was warning both of them. And they kept talking, and it was a technical foul. Double technicals called as Fire would have had a lane violation had that free throw missed, but it went through, so they let it slide. Chuck with it. Chuck near wing, guarded by Johnson. Chuck to Hayward. Hayward back to Guy, 10 on the shot clock. Chuck trying to get inside, and Chuck does, and he lays it up and lays it in. Chuck Guy just having another fantastic game as he has 27 now. Johnson with it. Johnson into the corner for Clifton. Clifton will stop. He'll fire a long 2. That one's off the mark. Rebound is grabbed by Artis. Out to Hayward and now to Chuck. Guy bringing it up the floor. Guy with it. Chuck is fouled as Tawan Johnson will be called for the foul. That'll be his first personal.
Tawan Johnson, first personal, team number 2.
Guy will inbound for the Fire. Actually, it'll be Munson inbounding for the Fire. Guy gets it off the inbound. Shovels over to Munson. Munson in the corner. Munson will fire a 3. Why not? That one's off the mark. Rebound grab by Castle. Castle looking to bring it up the floor. Castle will stop. He'll fire a 3. Castle's 3 is up and in.
Dribbling basket by Aaron Castle.
Just over 3 to go here. Fire up right now by 25, or by 15, excuse me. 113-98 the score. This Guy with it. And Chuck will pull up. He'll fire a long 3, and that one's off the mark. But there's Artis skying for the rebound. Ricky goes up, and Ricky is fouled hard. As Ricky upset because he got hit hard by number 20, Braylon Steen. Foul is on number 20, Braylon Steen. That is his third.
Number 20, Braylon Steen, his third personal, team foul number 3.
And that'll send Ricky Artis to the line to shoot 2 shots. But first, we will have a media timeout. 2:46 to go here in the fourth quarter. Fire up by 15, 113-98. This is Fire basketball here on the Potawatomi Fire Broadcast Network.
Next best thing is on live stream on TBL TV. Get your paid subscription, tbltv.tv. It's a live streams of Fire games both home and away. Our country, you can watch those live streams on Fire Live Broadband. Visit livebroadband.com for more details on the ultimate 5 gig package. $59.99 per month. Fire on the road next Friday night at Wichita. After that, the only one regular season home game. Fire hosts the Mavericks, Shreveport, Bossier on Thursday, February 3rd, May 23rd. Of course, there's another home game this weekend when the Fire hosts the Texas Southerners. Tip off Saturday night at 7 p.m. Get your tickets now from PotawatomiFire.com/tickets or the Westside box office.
Welcome back inside Fire Lake Arena. 2 minutes, 46 seconds remaining here in this fourth quarter. Fire in control of this one, up 113-98, 15-point lead for the Fire. They've led by as many as 23. Michaelan Hawkins into the game, James Helzer into the game for Little Rock, so I think the Lightning going with a little more three-point shooting here. Fire sticking with their same 5. Ricky Artis at the line, shooting 2. Artis at the line shooting 2, has 8 points tonight to go along with 10 rebounds. Braylon Steen, by the way, has set down now for Little Rock. Free throw by Ricky is up. First free throw is good. Second free throw upcoming here for Artis. And Ricky's second free throw rattles in. That's 10 now for Ricky as he's in double figures. He becomes the 7th Fire player in double figures. Fire can easily get to 8 too as Myron McGowan has 9. There's Aaron Castle just driving inside, lays it up and lays it in. Jalen Mahone getting set to check in for the Fire. I think he'll come in for Munson. Here's Munson. Munson gets to Artis. Artis for the matchup he likes with the smaller Castle on him. Artis to Munson. Munson with 5. Munson will go between the legs. Oh my goodness, he went between the legs of Jamal Clifton. Was able to pick it up and lay it in. 4 now for Munson. Here is Castle. Castle trying to get inside. Castle will spin. Castle will put up the shot off the glass. And Castle was able to knock it down. A tough shot made by Castle right there. Just under 2 remaining here in this one. It's Guy with it. Chuck going down low for Artis. Ricky trying to get inside. Ricky will roll it in, and Ricky Artis is able to get it to go. And he's fouled. He'll go to the line for 1 more. Foul is on number 9, Aaron Castle. That is his 4th. As Rustin Hayward will take a seat. Jalen Mahone into the game for the Fire. Justin Pyle will check in for Little Rock. As trying to figure out why, I guess they called that foul on the floor. I thought they called that foul. But now Munson will attack. Munson will get inside, go up, and he's fouled. He'll go to the line to shoot 2 shots. As James Helzer will be called for the foul. I thought they called a shooting foul there, and Artis would be shooting free throws. Now Munson's at the line shooting free throws. This will be interesting with Munson at the line. Munson, 54% free throw shooter. Munson gets the ball from the official. First free throw for Munson is up, and that one's off the back of the rim, no good. Fire up to that point were 21 of 22. One more free throw upcoming now for Munson. And Munson's second free throw no good as well. So the Fire now 21 of 24. Here is Johnson. Johnson doubled. And Johnson's tied up as Deshaun Munson and Tawan Johnson will jump it up. Fire, who are at 95% from the free throw line, now down to 87%. Still a really good night from the free throw line for the Fire. It would still be, as of right now, the third highest free throw percentage night in Fire history. Tawan Johnson and Deshaun Munson set to jump it up. Ball is up in the air, and the tip is won by the Fire. Well, it'll be actually Little Rock basketball as Munson went to tip it and just, kind of launched that thing. He just got a lot behind that, and Mahone could not catch up to it. It'll be Little Rock basketball with 1.5 minutes remaining. Here's Johnson. Johnson with a pump goes inside. Johnson has it blocked by Munson, and they're going to call Munson for a foul. That looked like a clean block by Munson, but they're going to call the foul on Munson. As Johnson will go to the line to shoot 2 shots. They have the replay playing here on the Jumbotron. First free throw by Johnson is up and in. See if we get a replay again here with it. Doesn't look like, well, we'll get one more. That looks like all ball to me. Second free throw by Johnson up and in as well. That looked like a clean block, but we're good to go with the Fire up by 13, 117-104. Here is Mahone. Mahone just looking to take it all the way himself. He'll step back, fire 2. That one's off the mark. Rebound grab by Johnson. Johnson will now look to push. Johnson trying to turn the corner, gets it to Helzer. Helzer will spot up. He'll fire a 3. That one's off the mark. And that one goes up and over the backboard out of bounds. It will be Fire basketball. Munson to inbound for the Fire. Mahone will bring it up the floor. Mahone just going to try to take it all the way himself. Now Mahone will try to get it over to McGowan. And that pass didn't curve around the defender like he wanted it to, so it'll be Little Rock basketball. Here is Johnson. Johnson left open. He'll fire a 3. That one's in and out. Rebound is batted. Grabbed by Artis, and Artis will get it out to McGowan. McGowan will try to turn and take it inside. McGowan floats it up. Can't get it to go. Rebound is grabbed by Myron. Myron goes up and lays it up and lays it in. There's now 8 Fire players in double figures. Fire up by 15. It's Hawkins with it. Hawkins will go to Johnson. Johnson will go up. Johnson can't get it to go. Rebound is grabbed by Helzer. Helzer back down low for Johnson. Johnson goes up, and Johnson can't get it to go. He'll go to the line to shoot 2 shots. As I think they called the foul on Ricky Artis. Foul on Ricky will be his second. Tawan Johnson will go to the line to shoot 2 shots. Here with 16.1 seconds remaining. Fire will get the victory. They're going to move to 16-0 here and set the record for the longest win streak in TBL history. It's just whatever the final score will be. The Fire don't need to take another shot if they don't want to. We'll see what Johnson can do here with this second free throw after making the first. Second free throw is good. The Fire don't have to take another shot if they don't want to, and I don't know if they will, as Chuck just needs to get it across half court. He does, and now he can dribble it out. As the Fire will get the victory tonight by a score of 119-106, and the Fire setting another record as they have now set the record for the most consecutive wins in a single season in TBL history. So this is the new record for the Fire for most consecutive wins in a single season, 16 straight wins, and the Fire moved to 16-0 on the season. 119-106 the final score. I'm going to take a timeout. When I come back, I'll be joined by Fire head coach Mark Danoff. This is Fire Basketball here on the Potawatomi Fire Broadcast Network.
Fire back in action right here at Fire Lake Arena this Saturday night when they host the Texas Severners. Tip off at 7 p.m. They're then on the road next Friday night at Wichita. Only 2 home games left in the regular season for the Fire. Saturday night versus Texas. And Thursday night, May 23rd versus Shreveport-Bossier. Get your game tickets now at PotawatomiFire.com/tickets or the Westside box office. You can also listen to all the action with Chris Cox on the radio call. KTFM 100.9, 1450 AM, KTFM.com. And watch the live streams with a paid subscription on TBLTV.tv. Hey, fans, listen up. Brenda Denise Hall. Come to the scores table. Brenda Denise Hall of Meeker. Come to the scores table. Brenda Denise Hall. Reminder, fans, select Fire players will be available for pictures and autographs coming up shortly. I want to thank you to the best fans at TBL for your loyal support of the Fire through our first 3 seasons. The quest for more TBL history continues as the regular season nearing an end and the playoffs are just around the corner. Fire undefeated with 4 games remaining in the regular season. When they start the playoffs in June. And there's another game here at Fire Lake Arena this Saturday night when the Fire hosts the Texas Severners. Tip-off just after 7 p.m. Until then, buckle up, drive home safely, and go Fire.
Welcome back inside Fire Lake Arena here in Shawnee, Oklahoma. I'm Chris Cox, and the Fire victorious tonight by a score of 119-106. I'm now joined by Fire head coach Mark Danoff. And coach, first off, we will start here. I know you don't talk about the streak often, but 16 straight wins for your Fire. You're 16-0, but the 16 straight wins, most ever in a single season in TBL history.
Well, I appreciate it, and it's like we've said 100 times, we just don't talk about it.
Yeah.
And we will continue to not talk about it. I think it's something that's really special, to be honest with you, and I'm really proud of these guys. And I think when the season ends and we look back on it, we'll be really proud of what we accomplished, especially starting out 16-0.
Right.
But our focus now quickly turns to Saturday, and it's not even about being 17-0. It's about playing really well against the Texas Severners, who are a really good team and very talented team. So. We're just taking it game by game, but thank you very much.
Yeah.
It does mean a lot, and it'll mean more when the season's over.
Tonight's game, it was a classic team win. Chuck Guy ended up having 27 points, but you had 8 guys score in double figures for your Fire, with Chuck Guy leading the way with 27 points. I mean, really, everybody who played contributed to this win.
Yeah, absolutely, and I feel bad. I should have got Chris in there. He's done a really good job, and he does a great job on our bench and talking to our guys and everything. But, we had a pretty good week of practice. It just turned out that Little Rock went small at times, and it ends up being a matchup situation. But I was proud of all the guys. It was great to see Myron hit some shots and really step up and contribute. And we know it's in him, and he's always telling me he's ready, and I know that. So it's a good team win tonight.
As you look, though, at this team and moving forward, not just Saturday's game, but even going into next week, a couple of guys I noticed were a little shaken up. Obviously, KD hurt the groin during this game. Munson had some fingers taped. What is kind of the health of this team moving forward, or is that something that you're not sure about maybe until tomorrow after the guys get a chance to kind of rest from this game?
Well, Munson's finger was banged up pretty good, and he's played a couple games with it and practiced with it. So it was just a case tonight where the ball just didn't want to go in the rim, through the rim late around the basket, and then KD is more precautionary.
Okay.
he probably could have gone had we needed him, but for us to play without him gave some guys some chances, and hopefully he'll be ready to go by Saturday.
Yeah, and now you do have the day off tomorrow, but you're right back in action on Saturday, taking on the Texas Seveners, and this is a Seveners team that is playing some good basketball. Now, they have a tough game tomorrow night against Shreveport, but they get Shreveport at home before coming up here.
Absolutely, and it's two teams that are playing really well right now.
Yeah.
Shreveport hasn't lost since facing us.
Right.
And they're a really good basketball team. They're really playing good team ball. They're defending, rebounding, sharing the basketball. And then Texas, there's been a couple games where they just didn't finish, where they're right there to get wins, but those were only the games they didn't get the win because they're very talented, can score the basketball, and they're going to give us everything that we could ever desire on Saturday. So they're a really good team.
All right, Coach. Well, thank you very much. And, again, congratulations on the streak, and hopefully it'll be 17-0 after Saturday.
I agree. I hope so.
Thanks, Coach. That was Coach Mark Danoff joining us for just a couple of minutes as, again, the Fire victorious tonight by a score of 119-106. I'm going to take a timeout. When I come back, I'll have your post-game stats, and I will wrap things up for you and tell you what's coming up next. This is Fire Basketball here on the Potawatomi Fire Broadcast Network. Out quickly to KD, and KD will lay it up the floor, out to Wade. Wade will stop. He'll fire a three from the wing. Into the corner for Hayward. Back out to Moore. KD will fire a three from the wing. And Chuck with 10 on the shot clock. He'll pull up. He'll fire a three, and Chuck Guy floated over to Ricky. Back up top for Guy, and Chuck will fire another three, and stolen by Maston. Out to Hayward. Hayward goes up and doubled. Out to Guy. He'll fire another three, and Chuck Guy. Rebound though, grabbed by Maston. Maston spinning. Maston going away. Stolen by Guy. Here is Chuck. Gets it out to Hayward, and Hayward will go up. Away, stolen by Guy. Here is Chuck. Gets it out to Hayward, and Hayward will go up. Grabbed by Hayward. Hayward fighting. Hayward scoops it up, and Rustin gets it to Hayward. Hayward dumps it down low for Simmons, and here is Guy. Guy will put up the three, and Chuck. Guy to Wade. Wade will fire a three from the wing, and Isaiah. Wade will go inside. Wade will get inside, flip it up, and Isaiah. Artist trying to get inside. Artist does, flips it up. Time. Now Chuck will try to turn the corner. He'll get inside. He'll float it up, and Chuck hands off to Munson. Munson into the corner for Simmons. He'll fire a three, and Jakai. Fire quickly, though, back down the floor for Guy, and it's Chuck Guy. Simmons trying to push. Simmons with it. Simmons will go up, lay it up, and score. And Chuck's three is off the mark. Rebound grab by Artis. Ricky couldn't get it to go. Hayward, though, grabbed his own rebound, puts it back up, and Hayward. Ivy's cut off, kicks it out to McGowan. He'll fire a corner three, and Myron McGowan. To Guy, to Hayward. Into the corner now for McGowan. He'll fire a three. Munson looking to attack, gets it to Hayward. Hayward will attack, and Hayward! Munson looking to attack, gets it to Hayward. Hayward will attack, and Hayward! Bring it up the floor. Ricky to Hayward, and Hayward with a nice look to McGowan. McGowan will step up. He'll fire a three, and Myron Chuck will pull up. He'll fire a three, and Chuck Guy! 5. Munson will trying to get inside. Ricky will roll it in, and Ricky Artis is able to get it to rebound is grabbed by Myron. Myron goes up and welcome back inside Fire Lake Arena here in Shawnee, Oklahoma. I'm Chris Cox. As we wrap things up here, the Potawatomi Fire victorious tonight, 119-106. The Fire now 16-0 on the season, and that's 16-0, not only the best start in TBL history, but it also sets the record for most consecutive wins in a single season in TBL history, as they broke a tie that they were with the Enid Outlaws. Both teams had 15 wins, and then the Fire getting their 16th consecutive win here tonight. The Fire also winning their 32nd consecutive game here at home. So all sorts of streaks going on right now for the Fire, as they got the 13-point victory over the Little Rock Lightning, 119-106. They led in this game by as many as 23 before Little Rock was able to kind of make it a little bit closer there to close out the game. Let's go ahead and take a look at some of those post-game numbers for you. First off, looking at the Little Rock numbers, the Lightning shot 44.4% from the field. They hit 40.7% of their threes, 78.9% of their free throws. They had 51 total rebounds, including 15 on the offensive end, and that did lead to 20 second-chance points. 24 assists, 6 steals, 3 block shots, 17 turnovers for Little Rock. Those 17 turnovers did turn into 27 Fire points, as the Fire took advantage of the Little Rock mistakes. Individually for the Lightning, they had 3 guys finish in double figures. Tajuan Johnson finished with 20 points, 4 rebounds. Aaron Castle had 24 points to go along with 6 rebounds, 5 assists. And then Braylon Steen, he led the way for Little Rock with 35 points tonight to go along with 5 rebounds and 3 assists as well. Looking at the Fire numbers now, the Fire shot 42.4% from the field. They were 42 of 99 shooting. They hit 38.9% of their threes. They were 14 of 36, and they finished 21 of 24 from the free throw line. That's 87.5%. That is the 3rd highest free throw percent in Fire history, as they hit 87.5% of their free throws here tonight. 61 total rebounds for the Fire, including 23 on the offensive end. Those 23 offensive rebounds turned into 20 second chance points. 25 assists, 9 steals, 9 block shots for the Fire, 10 turnovers, as the Fire did a good job taking care of the basketball tonight. Those 10 turnovers did turn into 15 Little Rock points. For the Fire, just about everybody who played got involved. Jalen Mahone was the only player tonight who did not score that saw the floor tonight for the Fire, as he was just 0 of 1 shooting from the field. Deshaun Munson, with that hurt finger, he's struggling kind of shooting the ball. 4 points tonight for Munson, but still making his impact felt. 11 rebounds, 7 assists for Munson on the night, just 1 turnover as well. Myron McGowan, 11 points off the bench for the Fire, 4 rebounds as well. Ricky Artis with 10 points, 11 rebounds, as he gets a double-double here this evening. Isaiah Wade with 12 points, 8 rebounds. TJ Maston with 11 points to go along with 7 boards and 3 assists, as he had another really solid game here for the Fire. Ja'Kai Simmons finished with 12 points, 4 rebounds, and then Rustin Hayward, 16 points tonight, 9 rebounds, 5 assists for Rustin. KD Moore, 16 points, all 16 of those coming in the first quarter before he left with an injured groin. And then Chuck Guy leading the way once again for the Fire, as he finishes with 27 points tonight, 6 assists, a couple of rebounds, 2 block shots as well, as Chuck had another outstanding game for the Fire in this one. So the Fire, again, getting the victory tonight, 119-106. They are now 16-0 on the season. The Fire will be back in action on Saturday night, right back here inside Fire Lake Arena, as they host the Little Rock Lightning. That game will tip off at 7 p.m. It'll be right here inside Fire Lake Arena. You can, again, catch the game. If you can't make it out to Fire Lake Arena, you can catch the game on TBL TV. You can also find the game on KGFF Radio, and it'll be streaming on BN Sports Connect. So you can look for the game in several different spots, but again, if you make it out to Fire Lake Arena on Saturday, we would love to have you there, as the Fire try to extend this winning streak and move to 17-0 against the Texas Severners. That game, like I said, will tip off at 7 o'clock. We will go on the air with our pregame show beginning at 6, and then 6:30 you'll hear me come on the air with my portion of the pregame show leading to that 7 o'clock tip. That's going to do it for us tonight, as again the Fire move to 16-0 on the season as they get the 119-106 victory over the Little Rock Lightning. For everybody in the KGFF studios and Braden Edwards and his team running the stream on TBL TV, I'm Chris Cox. Thanks for listening, and I'll talk to you on Saturday right here on the Potawatomi Fire Broadcast Network.